are now listening to the Rough Tumble Podcast.
I don't know why I can't just.
I thought Zach was playing air guitar.
No, I was kind of having a mini panic attack. The countdown.
Oh, that's fair.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, what if this is just ASMR overload right now for Zach?
It was like no, just a little bit. I was like the countdown freaked me out, and I was kind of just trying to like deal with it.
I was looking at Zach out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, he's either playing air guitar or having a nervous breakdown.
A little both.
Yeah, nervous.
No, I was like I was checking my nails. I was trying to like distract
Just
myself.
focus on something else?
Yeah,
That's all
I
right.
had a lot of that in Brazil, so like I got.
A lot of panic attacks?
Well, there's I just remember I would go into the bathroom sometimes because there's all this high black belts, and I felt like, for like a lot of reasons, like I felt like I had to.
Like poop harder than they could?
No, I had to be like higher level because I'm American, and everybody knows that. Like,
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
like,
a lot
American
of
Jiu-
stress.
within
Yeah.
Well, American
45
Jiu-Jitsu sucks. So.
Well, yeah, and within like 45 seconds, they knew I was gay, so I had to kind
Yeah.
of.
Was that big? So that's a great question. So if you guys who are listening, if you can't tell by the sound of Zach's voice, he's gay.
Yeah. Oh, come on, mama.
See, and he just solidified everything right there.
Man.
So I do want to talk about that. When you mentioned that when you went to Brazil, and within like 45 seconds they found out you were,
No, like they like I was maybe dancing a little too gay, but I think Jamie and them they could see my pictures.
You're talking about Jamie Canuto, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think
Who is not gay?
no.
Okay.
He's married, happily married.
Happily married.
But I mean, they could see through like tag photos and stuff with him and all that, like pictures of me.
Did they at one point think that you and Jamie were sleeping
No.
together? No, never.
No.
Okay. fair.
No, but they could see pictures like me tagged in, so I think there's probably some, but like I said, within 40 seconds.
They were like, that guy stands kind of gay.
Well, no, there was a, I'd use text translation because I mean, I tried to learn some Portuguese, but it was like,
Yeah.
so literally he's like, here, bro, can I see your phone? And I get a translation. It's like, no disrespect, but are you gay? And I was like, oh, fuck. So I had to text Rolly. I'm like,
What should I tell him?
yeah, because I was like, I don't want to get killed.
I think those South American countries are pretty liberal on that. I know Thailand is.
I think
Rio's
you're
not
wrong.
bad. Rio and Sao Paulo are not bad. It's kind. I mean, it's like just here. Like Little Rock's fine. You go 20 minutes away, and it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was.
Well, the
kinda,
good thing about West Side is you can walk 10 feet away, and you're at a gay bar. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, I thought no. When I first got here, I thought West Side was like West Side Story. Like I thought it was.
that's the only reason you showed up, because you thought it was a
No,
Broadway
I
musical?
saw Billy Robinson in catch wrestling, but I also thought, Plus, there was a doctor who looked just like Rolly, so I thought maybe he was this guy.
Same guy.
I thought he was like this guy from Adam for Adam that I'd seen like years ago. So I'm like,
So that's something else I want to talk about. So we have a lot to talk about today.
Oh, yeah.
There were a lot of fights this weekend too.
There were a lot of
We
fights.
haven't even fucking introduced who's on the
Yeah, let's talk
goddamn
about who's
episode.
here. So we have Zachary Haley, who is one of our brown belts at Westside. Most of you guys, the 5 people who listen to the show, will know him from the famous Hello Kitty picture, which was all over Reddit. And little did I know, you made that gi, right? Like that, you didn't buy that,
yes.
right?
Let's shout out to Etsy.
Etsy. So they're not one of our sponsors yet, but after this, we're hoping that we can get them
Oh
on
yeah,
board.
you can get. Oh my god, I have other pat. Oh,
So-
and Hobby Lobby. I found some Hello Kitty patches at Hobby Lobby. I just haven't. Like,
So the
really-
gi itself was a just a purple. It was a what was it
Gameness
like a gameness feather?
Yeah, Gameness
Because it
feather
was a
gi,
woman's
women's
gi.
F4.
Yep, because it came. I remember women's gis came in white, pink, purple, and a couple of things like that. So you got that, and then I know you put your rainbow flag on there.
No, that was later. That's on the show you roll.
Okay, okay,
Upgraded.
yeah. So the Hello Kitty, you had the Hello Kitty patch on the back, and where else?
Just for that, just on the back, I was a little like I just.
He's like, I was.
I sewed it myself, and so it was like it took a long time. And
It
so,
lasted a long time for self stitching.
Oh yeah, and I went like 3 times around. There's a big border to sew, But yeah, but it was like I had this whole plans, but it was like after sewing one, I was like, God damn.
That's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
I was just like, this is fine. This
Once
gets
you
the
realize-
point across. This is fine.
yeah, every big idea I have starts out the same way, and then halfway through, I'm like, I really could just use a nap. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story of my
I'm not
jiu-jitsu.
even.
Yeah, it's like this works. Everybody kind of gets what's going on, so fuck it. I mean,
That's actually the story of every one of my fights at black belt. Like halfway through, I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this up, and then I get halfway, and I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
oh, that's
I just want to go get some Gatorade and a burrito.
that's actually been a really detrimental to my jiu-jitsu because it's been a
Just giving up halfway.
well, yeah, that just in general, but also there's like there's a specific match. I do a waiter sweep, take the guy's back, looks great. It's on Instagram.
Was he a famous guy?
No, but he immediately afterwards, like, because the thing, like what I said, I was like, well, I'm like, fuck it, I got what I wanted. I got my cool video.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, then my mind just clicked and I just, like, almost, like, just stopped caring. And then he took my back and choked me out.
That's the worst.
So it's kind of, it's like, it's a detriment. It's something I've been working on.
When I fought Johnny, halfway through the
to bring it
match, halfway.
You can bring it up. That's fine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know what happened
You-
this weekend.
Yeah, we can talk about that. The streak continues.
Oh, wow.
I am. So Johnny has a winning black belt record.
I'm not competing anymore
Oh, no.
because
I
I
have-
won mine.
So in my closet I have my medals, and I've separated them by black belt and everything else.
God.
And so I have six black belt medals,
Wow.
6 black belt medals, none of which are gold.
Can I already say that this is my favorite episode? Just having Zach in the background. With
This is every day
commentary.
at the gym.
Girl, wow. Can we? Seriously, I would like to just hire you on all episodes to be in the corner
Just go,
Just judging.
commentating.
I mean, that's what you do. And just judging.
Yes, yes,
he is constantly
dude.
judging.
Oh,
That's
I am.
so.
Yeah, at the gym, this is like, even if we're talking about sandwich making, this is it. Like, I'll be like, yeah, so I like to put the peanut butter on first. He's like, girl, no.
No.
And I'm like, well, I didn't realize that I was
Wait.
making the sandwich the wrong way.
Man, I feel you. That's pretty much my
wouldn't you put
full-time
on the
job.
peanut-
Is,
why-
See?
why- I mean,
You see?
why wouldn't you put peanut butter on first?
I agree 100%. I agree. That was a bad example.
Oh, wait.
Because if you put
That's
the,
the
jelly on and then put the peanut butter, you're just gonna like.
No, you're not wrong. You're not
yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
It's
Peanut
not
butter goes.
wrong.
Wait, we're putting them on separate pieces of bread,
Yes.
correct?
Yeah, I don't put them on the same piece of bread. That's ridiculous.
That's like a lot of carbs.
No, I'm saying
we're not
like
talking about
for a
carbs.
sandwich.
It's like, no, you can't put jelly on the bread. It's gonna be
For a
carbs.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you're putting
do-
the peanut butter on one bread
No,
and the
no, I'm
jelly on
saying
another.
put peanut butter and jelly on just one slice and fold it. Like that's too many carbs.
Oh, okay, that's different. That's
That's different.
That's a
You're
different
making
world.
you're making a snack, not a sandwich.
Yeah, you're making a snack, not a sandwich.
I'm saying if you're making
No,
a
I'm
sandwich,
just really skinny, and I'm like, that's my meal.
you've really gotten in shape, man.
How many pounds have you lost?
100 and. Let's see here. I was 176 weighing in at the competition, so
Today?
yeah, 103.
Wow.
You lost 103
Wait,
pounds?
no.
Since when?
89. So
Carry the one.
not that much math, but
Here's a better question. What was the last AB?
112.
112 pounds?
That's
And how much time?
congratulations, man.
Because you
That's
recently,
awesome.
it was like, so what, 6 months?
No,
You got
not
serious
that.
about
I mean, I was 289 like 10 years ago.
289, boys.
And
girls.
then for a while, like, and then it's just been a roller coaster. So I'd get down to 200, kind of gain some back. And so it's been taking a while to get, like, flatten it out, like, just to, like, not go up and down, just because, like, at first you crash diet. Like, when you first lose a lot of weight, like, that's most people's plan is just to crash diet.
That's what I do.
And you just keep, like, finding new ways.
Or I just
until
stop drinking beer.
Yeah,
It works
true.
a lot.
But that's what Andy did.
I know. Andy just stopped drinking beer
And he
and
lost, like,
became
10
like
pounds.
a fucking gladiator. Yeah.
But it's just like it takes a while to it's like they say it's lifestyle change, so it takes a while to
Well, in your case, you didn't change your complete lifestyle. You just stopped eating shitty food.
kinda.
Because
No, I still eat it. I mean, like shout out to like Triscuits with mayo in a sandwich. It's still like pretty good sometimes.
that's how Zach just takes his really shitty food and then makes it a snack food, so
Yeah.
he can still put it in his mouth.
Just every now and then, but no, like it takes a while to just.
Did you
go
cut out
back-
Did you cut out ramen?
Yeah, no ramen.
Dude, that was Zach's game for a long time. That dude was finding, if anybody
Oh no,
served,
professional. Yeah,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm talking
eat-
about. I didn't mean like the 95
But we don't
cent.
have anything good here. So
See,
it's
that's
like,
Zackity's kind of a ramen snob, but Zackity turned me onto ramen, and I made the mistake of thinking that pho and ramen were the same thing, and they're
No.
not.
I don't eat either. I don't give a.
oh,
Dude,
pho's
if
so
you go,
good.
you need,
Oh.
dude, pho's
Girl,
okay.
no.
Bumbo Quay.
Yeah. Well, there's a place in Jacksonville right here actually called Pho and More, and
supposed to be really good.
they're pretty decent. I'm not a big fan of pho because I don't think it has enough flavor.
You
But the
gotta-
ramen
you
has some
gotta
serious
Flavor. Hey yo.
Hi,
You
yo.
gotta put the sriracha and hoisin sauce.
I tried
in
it. I did all that. It wasn't
there. I
salty
don't know,
enough.
man. You're gonna get a lot of Vietnamese people mad at you.
I'm sorry, guys. For
Damn
the
it.
one
There goes our
Vietnamese,
Vietnamese
there goes our
I
Vietnamese
said, I
population.
said ramen. I thought good ramen. I thought was better than pho, and like everyone from Thailand, Vietnamese, and then Andy representing
Vietnam.
Lao.
You're thinking of Vietnam.
Shut up. For everyone from Thailand, Vietnam, and Andy counts for Laos. And they're
Laos.
like all
Yeah, he's Laos.
they're all putting like negative and angry reactions. I was like,
to all your responses.
and then all the white people who were like
They want, like,
weeaboos,
mayonnaise
they're
on there.
like, oh yeah, I agree with you. Or my friends from Japan were like, yeah, but like all the other ones, I just got so many angry reactions for that.
Fan.
Didn't I send you a gay boy one time? Was it you?
No.
Yeah, remember I told you that this dude was hitting on me on Facebook?
Oh yeah, well yeah, but that was like an obvious like robot.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that.
You sent him
sent-
a robot?
I sent
and I never get those. Like all my straight friends do, and
I didn't
Never,
I don't think it was a robot, dude.
I
think it
feel
was a
like
human.
that's where
Well, I'm
the
also, like,
troll
not
like
that-
the
But so here's what happened. And Zach is like other than my uncle and his husband.
yeah, you represent all of the gay
You-
population in Mitch's
just-
world.
Yeah, I have
yeah.
I have my
no,
uncle.
Francis.
Well, Francis,
Oh, yeah,
of
that's
course,
true.
Francis.
Well,
yeah,
the
absolutely.
lesbian population.
Yeah, that's I
So-
consider that to be different situation, right?
Kinda. I can agree with that.
And so between Zach and my uncle, who I love very much, it's my mom's brother, I don't have a lot of gay people in my life. And so I filled all gay questions to Zach.
Oh yeah.
And so
everyone does it.
yeah, of course we do. Why wouldn't we? It's a fucking untapped resource.
Oh yeah, little Jermaine is dad all the time. I'm just like, I don't.
You think they're doing it for a different reason though?
I don't. Man, off the record, they'll say something.
No, you can't say off the record when you're on the record.
yeah.
It doesn't work that
I'm
way.
joking, but no. But I'll, like they asked, and then there's other people who ask. I'm just like,
So,
I mean, I guess I like the attention, so I answer it.
yeah.
I feel it.
So,
yeah.
it's a weird way to get attention, but
I would answer if people were asking me all kinds of straight questions, like, "Dude, what's it like to bang girls?"
Oh,
I'd
I
be
like,
don't
you know
wanna
what?
know.
yeah, right. But nobody's gonna ask that because nobody
it's a real
gives a
pain in
shit.
the ass.
I'd be so
Um,
stoked about telling everybody about it though.
So I had this Brazilian dude. He's friends with Bruno on Facebook. Back when I had
Oh, of
Facebook,
course.
and so I had this Brazilian dude like hit me up on Facebook Messenger one time, and he's speaking Portuguese, and I'm talking back in Portuguese. I'm like, oh, cool, we can have like a Portuguese pen pal, and this will be like how I learned Portuguese even better.
That's almost never how that works.
No, it wasn't. And so he starts asking me about my penis.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
And I was like, ooh. And I'm like, I'm not. And here's the weirdest thing. I'm such a nice guy. I didn't want to be mean to the guy.
Yeah, I don't
So I'm
wanna-
just like, nah, man.
Yeah.
You know. And he's just like, oh, I bet that dick looks good. And I was just like,
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it does, man. And you know what? It feels really good to hear somebody else say that.
Thanks. Go on, but I'm not gay. So,
But then like Zach was talking earlier about how like he likes the attention or whatever, or the attention makes you feel good. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like. For a little bit there, I was like, man, I'm glad somebody finds me attractive, you know? Like,
Well,
I
that's
don't
what
care.
Like it is, but I'll get that on Grindr. You'll have guys who like ask you like over and over. Like I have this guy. It's literally once a week for a month. He's like, hey, blah blah blah.
Yo,
Like,
yo.
I just don't answer them. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be
He's like,
mean.
let me
so-
drop in those Hanes.
Yeah, but it's like I like that someone's like that. Like
Yeah, they want
Into
you.
it.
want,
yeah.
but at the same time, no,
Dudes just want to
to
be wanted, man.
but you also have to remember that that's probably like guys that are doing that you're like 1 in 5 million of those
Yeah, you're
people that he's dropping in.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
That's copy and paste. It's like
That's true.
it kind
He
of
doesn't
feels
care,
cheap.
though.
I'll take it
I'll
though.
take it. Yeah,
I'll
I-
take it, dude. I
please.
took this up right up to the point where his the naked picture he sent me didn't
Fuck yeah.
didn't look like his
You
profile
liked
picture.
it. You
fuck yeah.
See, he gets a notification that says Mitch liked.
Mitch
my
all
God.
liked your photo.
No, but like when I got that, I texted Zach and I was like, hey man, No, because that's what it was.
Could have been a scam.
It probably was, but no, the guy was like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu blue belt in Brazil or something like that. We started talking about, that's how we started the conversation. And I was like, hey, look, man, I even told him this. I was like, hey, man, look, I'm not gay, but I have a friend that is, and he likes Brazilians. And so I texted Zach.
Like, oh man.
I texted Zach and I was like, hey, man, look, I'm going to tag you in this message so this dude can hit you up if you don't mind.
Please tell me like you
Zach
got
had no
trapped
problem
in the
with
message.
No, I didn't. But Zach had no problem. He's like, yeah, send him my way.
Yeah, I mean, like, but yeah, no, he like I could tell, like,
yeah, and
he
even
didn't
Zach, like
message me back.
afterwards, Zach was like, thanks for nothing.
I just
What a poser.
What a poser.
So on a serious note, though, like I do want to ask, like how, like what kind of pushback do you get?
No, let's do
in the
this
community
first.
from? Oh, okay,
Because let's do this first. And
wow, taking charge.
yeah.
well, it's because I made a mistake with Mr. Dream when we had him on. There was so much I wanted to talk about. So
He's
let's do it. Let's just do a quick. See, he's always fucking.
He's always.
This
Never
time
ending.
to get payback.
Like I'm over here, like trying to.
I'm
You
all
serious?
about it, dude. I'm a fan.
If there's one thing Johnny likes, it's anybody fucking talking shit.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like he's Wayne Knutsen's best friend now because Wayne submitted me in a competition. So
I've never got to face Wayne in competition.
dude, Wayne's legit. Wayne's
never
100%
talked
legit.
to
It's
him.
always been like there was
No.
one time me and John Kenny we were in a 3-man bracket and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to fight Wayne. John Kenny had already gotten gold, so I was like, can I fight him? And like he's like, no, I kind of want to like see if I can get. I'm like,
Dude, Wayne's world class, man.
John Kenny beat me and I couldn't get. That was
I
like
got
one
nothing.
chance.
I've known Wayne for a lot of years. We came up as brown belts together.
Oh yeah, he's such a nice.
He's
guy.
such a nice guy. He's a fucking great entrepreneur, and he's a fucking
yeah.
savage.
He's already
So
like his gym.
yeah, he's expanding. So okay, so you're not originally from Arkansas.
No,
You're originally from where?
Missouri.
Missouri.
We're at Missouri.
See? You see
Springfield.
what I'm doing here?
That's where I'm from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
I grew up in Springfield. I went to Hillcrest.
Yeah, I grew up in Willard, Missouri, which is like right outside there.
Okay,
But it was,
yeah.
I mean, I grew up in Springfield. Like I was born in Springfield Hospital, but we like by the time I actually have any like memories, we were in Willard.
Yeah.
Speaking of memories,
Let me get on to it.
look, and here's the thing, Johnny.
I'm not scared of where this is going.
I'm not
right
trying
now.
to take control. I've lived with Zach
Come on, Janet
for
Jackson.
5 years,
I want to.
and I know that if you don't keep him on track,
Yeah.
nothing will ever get done.
What's on track?
That's true.
That's
Where
I'm
are we
just,
going?
So I'm not taking charge.
I'm not disputing.
I just
this.
know how to talk to Zach,
Okay.
He knows how to
Well, where are we
control
going?
and Zach's still going to talk shit to me the whole time I'm doing
me.
it.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
So
I'm strapped in.
so you're from Missouri,
Uh-huh.
and so you live with your mom.
Yeah.
First of all, that wasn't a slam, by the way. I wasn't like trying to slam Zach. Like Zach still lives with his mom.
Oh wow.
No, I'm just kind of giving people like an up
It
to
wouldn't
date
have been
of where
until
you
you
are.
said it like that.
I know. So and then Dad's in one of the states that has a lot of horses.
Nebraska.
There we go. Yeah, so he's in Nebraska. See, I know a lot about Zach. Zach didn't think I asked questions, but I do. I knew that because Zach and I, for a long time there, it was just me, Zach, and Wes, and occasionally Bruno, all sharing a hotel room in Dallas and Austin and all
Different
the
tournaments and all
IBJJF
that.
tournaments. Dude, we were the only ones traveling for a while doing tournaments. It was just us. So how did you end up here in Arkansas from Missouri?
When I was 14, we moved here. My mom got a job at the Department of Education. So
Okay.
we moved here and.
You've been here ever since.
Mhm.
And
Well,
then
I went back to Kansas City for about a year for school, and then
lived with your dad?
yeah,
Okay.
and then came back here.
And then what made you want to come back? Because
I don't know. It was
is it because of
wasn't a
how
decision
welcoming
thing.
Arkansas is?
No, it wasn't a decision. My decision. I went back here.
Oh, okay, I got you. And then, so you came here when you've been here since you were 15, like full time since you're about 15 years old,
16.
16 years old. And then you started training jiu-jitsu. So how old are you now?
29.
29. Oh, you're almost 30. I didn't know that.
Masters division. is
Masters
coming up.
division.
No, Mom.
You're finally growing into that haircut.
Adulty.
And so,
No, mama.
Adulto
I love it.
number
That's
one.
my new phrase, dude.
Adulto light heavyweight.
adulto light heavyweight. And I do want to talk about your weight loss as well, because a lot of people doubted your ability to do that. And so you started training jiu-jitsu. So you came to Westside way before I did, obviously. So I came to Westside in 2015. So when did you start training Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
2011.
2011. which is when it was 2 years after I moved up here. So, and you came to Westside because Coach Billy Robinson was still coaching at Westside back then, which was fucking crazy if you think about it.
Oh yeah, I was actually just listening to Jack Slack. Do you know who Jack Slack is?
Mm-mm.
He's a really famous fight analyst. He has a podcast called Fights Gone By, where he's basically just analyzing the fights that are coming up or have gone by.
Oh.
And he was he brought up Billy Robinson because people were talking about the effectiveness of catch wrestling and MMA.
It was a wild thing. So for those of you guys who don't know who Billy Robinson is, if you Google catch wrestling, like in the early 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s,
He's the
whatever,
dude. Like
he was the guy.
There's no
he was the fucking guy. He was from
Google
England.
catch wrestling. Period.
I think
Come closer to the mic.
he was. I
don't mind telling Zackitty
more,
what to
40s, 50s, probably 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
70s, like 70s, he was in Japan.
But he was doing catch wrestling like when it was like a legit shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so catch wrestling
But
has
he ended up going to pro though. Because
He
there
did or
there
did
wasn't
not?
any because there wasn't any money to
Yeah.
make. Like he won a catch wrestling title, and his coach said, "Hey, why don't you buy me a steak dinner?" And he's like, "Well, coach, I don't have any money." He's like, "See, these catch medals ain't gonna make you no money. You ain't gonna buy those." So then he
Yeah.
started doing professional wrestling.
I got you.
That's where you made the money.
So professional wrestling, like what we see in the WWE now, or professional wrestling in the sense that like what they're doing in Japan, is it the stage
Sorta.
stuff?
He,
or like,
I mean, it was like I said, it's predetermined, and it's
so they know who was going to win. So it is staged to an extent.
Yeah, and like it's different. Like when it first started, it was they would have the match from his what he said. They'd have the match back like in the whatever, and because they would go do shows, so they had the match in the back or whatever, and then they would just replay that match over and over, whoever won.
Oh right.
But like by the 60s, 70s when he was doing it in the 80s, now it was all predetermined, and they would like dramatic, but they would do like all real catch wrestling holds.
Yeah,
and stuff.
of course. Yeah.
It would just, and that's kind of why I like professional wrestling is that it's for when it's like at least now it's a little too flippy.
Well, that because you're gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a little too flippy now. But like 90s, 80s in Japan and the stuff he's doing, it's like it would look like
For the
it's
record,
like
that was not a gay joke. That was a
Wrestling.
adult
Pervert
man,
joke? I don't know.
adult males who watch wrestling joke.
But
you're-
but yeah, so like because it like I said, it looked kind of like a jiu-jitsu MMA. It would just be a lot more flashy. They'd have a few flips here and there,
Jumping off the ropes.
Yeah, some
doing
drama.
backflips.
So it was kind of like that, just heightened.
Vince McMahon comes
for the
out.
for more entertainment, and at least in Japan and stuff. And
So wrestling is still like just as big in Japan as it is kind of
No.
it's fallen off because if you
No,
don't follow
yeah, here's
Zach
the
on
money left.
Instagram, I get all my wrestling news from Zach's Instagram when he's rewatching VHS tapes of like Japanese female wrestlers with really 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 blonde unnatural hair.
oh yeah,
They all have blonde hair.
Yeah,
All the Japanese wrestlers dye their hair blonde.
that's weird.
That's
Why
more
is
of a
that,
heel
Zach?
Look. It's because they want to look.
They wanna look
it's
American?
more for the heel.
They want to look like the guy.
It depends on the no. It depends on the like the blonde hair thing. I mean, now it's just kind of like that K-pop thing, but like
I don't know what K-pop means.
Korean
pop music, like with the orange hair or the. But anyway,
Gangnam Style. That's like that was like basically
Hyuna,
everybody.
Hyuna.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm the asshole.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
But no, like it'd be like a heel thing, like Umanesk, I forgot his name, Wada. You want it to look like the foreigner, so you're the heel. So
That's fucking crazy, bruh. So they were purposely trying to look like Americans,
kinda to
so that
get
you
that heel look.
to be the asshole.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
That's called propaganda.
Yeah, that's nailed it. They did nail it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like that's like the original. They want to look like Stan Hansen kind of thing, and like
Interesting. I like that. I didn't know that. That's pretty
like
interesting.
it's not like why it's not everyone who does it, but there's like
Yeah.
a lot of the heels would do like blonde hair for that reason.
All right. So you came. What year did you come to Westside?
2011.
We already
2011.
covered that. Mitch.
Yeah.
We just went around and about.
Again, I'm
I mean,
the asshole.
he's trying to.
Again, I'm the asshole.
Yeah.
We're merging our commits back to this.
We hit
So-
Conway. We just went around and roundabout.
So you can't. Yeah, Conway's got 50 of them. And then but you came to Westside because of Billy Robinson, right? Or was it
Yeah.
because you wanted to try jiu-jitsu?
Both. I wanted to do professional wrestling, and I wanted to lose weight, and I'd already seen like they'd mentioned jujitsu, like Lita or whatever, like they would in that, and then also again I saw Billy Robinson, who was big in Japan, so it was kind of a mixture of a lot of things, and then I only saw it I think because it's right next to the gay bar.
Yeah.
And so I was down there anyway.
Yep.
And then I saw that, and so I'm kind of like, well, I kind of want to do this anyway. So
I bet that's one thing that they didn't expect was gonna happen.
Was a gay bar was going to open?
Somebody was gonna come and
the
be
gay
like,
bar's been there since the
no,
70s.
That's
no,
what
no,
I
I'm
say,
talking about at the gym.
Oh, no, right.
Like, I saw the gay bar and figured I'd stop by here too.
Yeah,
Figured
I
my
mean,
in.
there's
Like,
so many gyms there. Like, I'll tell people where it is, and they're like, "There's no gyms there." I'm like, "Yeah."
that's just like, yeah. That's
Oh,
just
yes,
such
there
a-
is. And those
That's
guys
hilarious.
are not going to pretend like they don't see us coming out on Friday nights.
You guys are all getting
Because-
yourselves pumped up before you
Because
walk out.
I teach.
How's my hair look? How's my hair look?
I know,
All
dude.
right, here we go.
I teach the Friday night beginner jiu-jitsu at Westside, and I have lost track of the amount of adult men I've seen pull up in the parking lot of Westside and pull out their drag attire because I guess they do the drag shows.
I just picture like this huge line of like men waiting for the guys at Westside to come out of no-gi
Oh,
practice.
mama, they're not that thirsty.
And they're all
They're
like,
not that
they're like,
thirsty. I
here
wish they
come,
were, though.
catcalling, and
I
you guys
know.
are like, you guys.
I'm
like,
not a
"Hold on,
piece
bro.
of meat.
Your eyebrows, we gotta fix your eyebrows, bro.
Have you-
Okay, go on out there.
This is
true.
Yeah, they're going after jiu-jitsu dads. That's what the drag queens have.
I know. Yeah, that's where their
They
focus
see all these
is.
30-year-old men, and they're like, "Hell yeah!"
Are you kidding me? They don't want that.
All the women are.
Yeah,
This
it doesn't
isn't-
make sense.
This isn't like steroided Brazil.
I
where,
know,
like,
I wish it
we're all
was.
coming out with abs. It's like,
Man,
these are jiu-jitsu dads.
That's true. Basically what he's saying is like we're like the American standard.
Yeah,
When I
we're,
went-
we're not like Atos. We're not like all
Yeah.
like. "Ugh."
When
Just
I
a
went
bunch of single
to
dads.
Brazil, that was the thing that I noticed in Rio was like, you're like walking around and, there's all these like hot Brazilian girls and you're like, oh yes. And then you see all these like shredded up Brazilian
Oh, yeah.
dudes.
I was just like, I'll
in
get every day.
Speedos. Well, then I started realizing that they all like were riding the same bicycle together and like holding hands together. And I
Oh,
started
yeah.
realizing like all the straight ones are like pudgy
Oh, yeah.
and like
All
bald.
the gay guys are like ripped to shreds.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I
Well,
have no
wasn't even mad at the
competition.
shredded I wasn't even mad at like the pudgy guys. Like when I was down there, I was like, "Fuck, man."
I can't
But no,
compete.
I was in the
I
favelas,
can't compete
so
with
no
the
one could
actual gay
host.
guys.
Yeah.
Like I
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
host because I was in the gym and like they're all like this. It wasn't. It was a nicer part of town from what I've been told, but it was still nobody could host. So
And that's such a dangerous place to.
I
To
didn't.
do
I was out there
anything.
at 4 at night. They were like, "Bro, you're crazy, bro," because
Yeah.
they saw me go with the guy like at like 3 a.m.
Nope.
Yeah.
Zach was looking
You are
for
brave.
He was looking for
man.
ramen noodles and tacos,
Oh no.
Yeah.
the chips.
Yeah,
so-
they're like, "You're crazy, bro." I'm like, "Oh,
One of my favorite memories of Zackitty was when he showed up at the gym with a rack of ribs.
oh yeah, those were delicious." Though I missed that Walmart. That Walmart was awesome.
Because he was always talking about cutting weight, losing weight, and like going down to lightweight.
Man.
And one
ribs
day,
are
like
not
2 years ago,
those.
this dude shows up with an entire rack of ribs.
It was a half rack.
It was he was
rack.
he was eating it while watching people train.
Freaking bro.
I really
Hey,
feel like
I train.
It was you did train. You train your ass off, man.
Zach
You're one
is
of the
my
hardest working
spirit
guys.
animal.
Dude, he is a great spirit animal.
While we're here talking about it, why don't we go to Barnhill just down the road? It's a buffet.
Ooh,
Don't get him
Oh
started.
my god, dude!
I should. Oh wait, I couldn't.
So Johnny discovered Barnhill Buffet and
what's on the menu?
It's like-
everything. Everything.
It's just
all
good
Southern
old
food.
Southern cooking. Is like it's
Chicken
one.
fried steak.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
for sure.
But
yeah.
it's a buffet. It's like Sizzler. It's like Western Sizzling or whatever that
Well,
place
I
is
know what
right
a
here.
buffet is.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen?
If there's anyone that knows what a buffet is,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Zach.
mama.
You're not wrong.
I was gonna go till my
You're
arm
not
got
wrong.
popped yesterday.
Yeah, so Zach shows up here with a
with a brace on?
with a brace on that he got from Walmart and claims that it came from
No.
a doctor's office.
I have the paperwork.
He
We
does.
had-
Well, I saw the video, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, so with that being said, we had AGF Conway yesterday. So this AGF Conway 2020.
Is this the only one? I heard that this
No.
was the only one this year.
There'll be one in June.
There's
Chris
some-
said he'd come.
They don't.
No,
have
Chris
it.
told me yesterday he was
He
coming
told
back.
you yesterday. Okay. All right.
Good.
Because I said, when are you going to be back?
Confirmed. Yeah, a lot of my students were worried about it.
Yep. So Chris Carlino confirmed that they'll be back in June. And the reason he confirmed it was because I said, we need to get you on the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
And so in June, we're hoping to get Chris Carlino,
Nice.
the one of the 50-50 split co-founders of AGF. Whose phone was that?
That's me.
Oh no,
It's okay.
it's all right. We haven't hired you
I
yet,
can-
so
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can-
yeah. If it was Stephanie, she was getting fired again.
yeah.
Again.
Yeah, we fire her every Sunday.
So
we
Chris
avoid-
actually thought he was like, "Oh, I thought you fired her." I
Yeah,
was
Chris
like,
Carlino thought we
did."
fired you for real. He was like, because we were talking about you being back on. He's like, I thought you guys fired her. We're like, we do. That's how we keep out of paying her taxes, and we don't have to give her any sort of health care or anything.
Yeah, that's you're on a probationary period.
Hey.
24-hour probationary period each
Stephanie
week.
is the only paid intern
Yeah.
because we do pay Stephanie $5 a Sunday,
Well, we're paying her
but
back.
it's because we're paying her back because she also contributes $5 to the Patreon.
Quick shout out though, for real. Stephanie's been killing it. Somebody was telling me the other day, like, man, I'm kind of jealous that she got the producer job. I was
No,
like,
I'm going to tell you exactly what it was. It was Rachel. You know why? You know why I'm going to say that? Because Rachel wanted to talk a bunch of shit to me when she had.
yeah.
I'm not even going to say anything mean about her because she was such a nice person.
She is.
But like, I want to talk shit and I want to say a lot of mean things about her.
can-
No,
but I'm
she
not
wants
going
you
to.
Yeah,
to.
we
She
can go
wants you
there.
to.
I'm not going to.
So, but no, they were. We're gonna get a rivalry going. No, they were jealous about Stephanie getting the producer job, and I was like, listen, you don't want it now.
You don't want it now.
because we now know
What we can
like
get away with.
what it takes.
Yeah.
To fill that
Stephanie,
position.
Stephanie has exceeded our own expectations.
Right.
Therefore, creating new expectations.
Oh yeah, no, it's tough.
So in the event that Stephanie disappears,
Honestly, I just expected you to
Unexplainably.
show up. That was all. So
Yeah.
you're killing it.
Yep.
Good job. Just had to plug that in.
no,
there real
dude, you
quick.
got to give Stephanie props.
And Mitch had to talk shit about Rachel real quick.
I had to because she was
He's been waiting for
fucking
it.
roasting me in the bleachers.
We'll give her her shot. She needs to call in, and
We should do a Rachel call.
we do need to do that.
Yeah. Did she get first place or second place?
She got we wanted to talk about that too. She
First
got,
or second place?
She got second place at
Okay. All right.
her
So
division.
Zach nailed it. Hey, you know what?
That's mean.
I hope she doesn't come back and be like, "Who lost to Wayne Knudsen?"
Oh.
That
That would be what she would do.
absolutely
She'd be like, "Well, you said it gets submitted. Did she get
She's-
submitted?"
in no gi.
I need to know these
Yeah.
things.
So in no gi, but then in gi she got the girl back,
Oh, okay.
and then in gi I think she went decision.
Well, you know what? I got submitted by a pan world champion. So, yeah. Anyway, so
Mitch is so salty right
I'm
now.
not salty, dude. Rachel can suck it.
Oh wow.
That's not true, Rachel.
No, Rachel, you
Mitch
know
loves you.
I do. I honestly do. I think it's super cool that I got to meet you. So, talk shit
Got to
away.
meet you.
What I meant to say was I think it's great that she got to meet me.
Oh.
No, she's super cool, and I'm really, really glad to have her as a listener. So, and she was a super cool person, and shout out to her and her family and all those people.
I found out Mitch is starting a gym so that he can have a fan club too.
Apparently, it's all you need
Yeah.
is a gym.
Support me.
So you started training at Westside because you were going to the gay bar. You saw that, hey, these guys look similar to the guys that are in this bar.
No,
So
that did not.
Their no-gi attire would match
no-gi-
a lot
Really
of the
definitely
attire.
never-
oh my
like
God,
that.
there's like 50 stories to even go down. Like every time you say something, there's a Zackitty story attached to it.
Great. That's
I have a great
I wanna hear
picture
'em all.
of Zackitty rolling with Wes in gold.
Ooh,
So
what's
Zach-
this
Zach
picture?
still-
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I have it on my
might put that
phone. You know what?
Instagram.
I've got it on my phone. Actually, I think it's on my Instagram. So you guys,
oh.
but so
Shout out to Broken West.
yeah, poor guy, man. He's such a fucking champion.
What
And then
happened?
He's
Oh, yeah,
back
yeah.
He's,
so
no,
much.
he's,
And then
yeah,
it
no,
goes
because he's been lifting too much.
His
like,
back. Well,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
We
I
finally
mean,
got him to start lifting, like with Ross and stuff. Which
I like how
Ross trained
Zach's like,
speeds.
no, I'm an expert on fitness now because I lost
yeah,
113 pounds.
No, but no, Ross strength and speed like best.
No, you're
strength and
absolutely
speed.
raw strength and speed.
But
Shout out,
what Wes is doing is he's lifting like twice a day, and he's 40, and it's
Yeah.
dude. I'll tell you
it's
one
like,
thing.
I'm like, bro, I hurt myself doing that in the summer because I was going through like an unrequited love thing, so I was
I don't know
really
what
just
that means.
lifting.
What's that mean, Johnny?
What?
But
you
so
say?
I was just lifting all the time just to kind of get it out of my system. But I'm like in my 20s, so it's like I
I like how
myself.
Zach's 29. He's like, I'm in my 20s. He just kicked me under the table.
This episode is so damn. There's so much going on right now.
But I know, and I hurt myself. And so
and you yelled at me for
and
trying to
I-
keep it on track.
yeah, we don't need to do this.
See? This is exactly what I
no, I'm loving it.
But,
Zach is on
no,
every
I'm in
episode.
my 20s, and I hurt myself doing that. He's 40 and he's doing that. And
You're
I'm
29.
Like, we finally get him to lift with like the best strength and speed coach, and then he finds a way to like go overboard. Now
Yeah.
I like how he's
hurt
like,
himself.
we tried to help you and you find a way to fuck yourself up.
Yeah, we're like, God damn, we're trying to make you healthy, and you somehow make being healthy like hurt.
Man,
you.
not Zach, but Wes has had back problems for a while though.
Yeah, no, but I just like I said, he's such a hard worker.
He's such a hard worker. You're exactly right, dude.
dude. He's a
Tell
great,
me,
but
tell
we're
me.
Like, God damn.
I want to know about the time that you competed in Nogi in a bondage outfit.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I just like casually like mentioned it, and on
Did you have like the
Facebook-
mouth thing and everything? Like
no,
okay.
no, there's a picture of it. I have. But no, it was literally like I would kind of like say, hey, this cat suit. What if I competed in that? It's just kind of, and someone's like, oh, if you do, I'll buy you blah blah blah. I'm like, you know what? I'm so competitive. That's why I love Jiu Jitsu. So I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
So I bought it off of like Alibaba.com. And
Even better.
Yeah, and then I competed in it. Like I was like, I came out and I'm like,
Describe it. Describe the bondage suit.
it's not bondage. It was a cat suit.
Oh,
It was
okay? It was a
pleather.
cat suit.
It was pleather.
Was it like
zip up.
a Michelle Pfeiffer?
Oh, it was zip up.
Kinda. There's a picture. Hell.
That's awesome. Was it like? Could you see your face?
Could you see your face?
Yeah, y'all are making it more than it
I'm
was.
picturing-
No, I
Okay,
want it to be more
okay.
than what I'm thinking. I
Yeah.
want it to be everything that I'm thinking it is.
How?
Nah, mom. Let me.
How squirmy are these people
That's Zach.
getting?
That
Oh
was
yeah.
that was at the No, this was at Dallas Open when I tore my bicep. Zach, this picture.
What?
That-
Oh yeah, yeah.
I told Zach to put a
That
cat head
reminds
on.
me. I still want to go to the Furry Festival in Memphis.
Oh yeah, we talked
no,
about
baby.
that. Yeah, see,
we're
look,
going to the Furry Con in Memphis
Oh, that's so.
to interview.
weird.
this used to be like
I know,
that was
that's
like
back.
no
day.
kink shaming at
That
all.
was like
but
old. That was always who it
God.
was. Except forget this guy right here. I'm not.
It
gonna-
is,
I
dude.
was saying, forget that guy right there.
Can we talk about ASMR real quick? We were bringing that up, and Mitch doesn't know what ASMR
I don't know what the
is.
fuck. I have no
Okay,
idea.
so it's
You
those
guys were talking
videos.
about
They
that.
use the same kind of thing, but they turn the volume. It's supposed to
Zach,
stimulate.
does that give you a boner?
I can't.
That's not bad,
I
Mom.
can't keep
Like,
this
Yeah.
episode
yeah.
Look,
on
that's
track.
it's my butt. That's my
Dude, those
butt. That's
quads
a-
are pretty.
That's
Pretty
he's
dope.
got a nice
Is
butt.
this-
He
That
definitely
was
has a
when I
nice
was a
butt.
brown belt.
Oh, okay. There was a competition where you competed against the fake black belt that signed up. For
That I
the
did?
AGF.
Ooh.
You did in Nogi. Yeah.
Who was it?
He didn't sign up as a fake black belt then,
Hmm.
but he did later in a tournament because he saw that I was competing and was trying to catch
that's
me
awesome.
in a
Oh, really?
division.
Did I beat this guy?
Yeah.
Who was it? Just mouth it.
You won't even know if I'm out it, so I'm just gonna tell you afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute.
Look, this was the time that I let Zach have the victory.
Okay.
It is. I did give you
No,
that.
you did, but
did.
you're
You-
making
'cause
it
you-
sound like
Well, I went on points, and you. Oh, this is a funny picture.
And I
this
won
is
with-
me. This is me thinking that Wes Allen was trying to give me a high five.
Why?
And this is our match
Yeah.
between me and you. That's me trying to high five Wes Allen, but he wasn't paying attention.
Why are we going through our Instagrams right now?
Dude, I
because you
went,
have
asked about that
questions.
picture, and I
I'm
don't
trying to
know.
find the
questions
picture
for
of Zach.
Zach.
I'm trying to find the picture of Zach in the golden pants. You guys go ahead and talk about what you had to talk about.
Yeah,
I asked a question and I forgot what it was I asked.
it was about the cat suit. I'm trying to find a picture.
Oh, he's trying to find a kid. Okay. I see
Oh
what it is.
yeah, how squirmy are these guys getting? Like how uncomfortable?
Oh,
Were these guys?
Wilson Fayu was the guy there. He just
Oh.
started laughing, and
He thought it was the best.
That's awesome.
yeah. Let me. I got third place at the tournament.
That's great.
Which tournament was it?
It was that little ATA school,
Mm.
the blue belt shootout or something.
Oh, I do
I've
remember
done a
that.
couple of
Yeah, I
those.
remember those. Yeah.
I can't find it. It was
I did one in Springfield, Missouri, actually,
nice.
and they tried to make a rule that you couldn't do any throat chokes. You can do like guillotines because they're afraid it was gonna like collapse the
couldn't-
windpipe.
So you couldn't
God.
do like a bow and arrow choke?
Yeah. Well, anything that's like on the throat itself.
That's so
What-
stupid. Like I just
what
got injured
throat
with a
chokes are
throw.
there?
Like it's
Yeah.
like why don't we make those like it wasn't even a throw. It was
I
a
don't
sweep.
guess I
It's
have
like
one.
Well,
I've never
here's
been injured by a joint lock.
right. Here's what's funny is the kid that was like running the tournament was like a karate black belt or whatever.
Oh fuck yeah.
And so he's making all these rules, and I was a blue belt at the time. And so I get to the point in the, I think it was absolute division, that I compete against him. And
Oh yeah.
I Von Flew him. He tries to guillotine me, and I pass, and Von Flew choke him. I get up. He's like holding his throat, like, but it's against the rules.
It's
And
not against them rules. I'm
the
an
ref,
adult.
the refs that he hired were actual jiu-jitsu guys, and so like they're like, sorry man, that's jiu-jitsu.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You just
I
lost.
guess you didn't think you were doing this.
Yeah, some of that is Those tournaments are kind of fun to go to sometimes.
Yeah,
Or they were.
I mean, that's
don't
what
know.
someone was like on this group I was in. They were like, I don't do hooks because I don't feel like if I need to win, I like hurt somebody. I'm like, I've been hurt way worse by an arm bar than any leg lock.
Yeah, his arms in his shoulder. I mean, you got
The reason
you
people get
dislocated
hurt
your
is they're
shoulder on
not
a throw.
educated in leg locks, and then they just like
Yeah,
flail
it's
out.
always the person that is in the
Yeah.
leg lock that hurts. You
There's
not
like,
always, but
there's gonna be like a time like you'll have a Paul Harris, but he's also done it with a double wrist lock. He's
Yeah.
injured someone by, and that again, and not from the leg. When he did it with the leg lock, it was again the same thing of he just didn't let go, and that's a whole.
he could just as easily do that with an arm bar.
Yeah.
Zach told me that Pajadas was retarded,
I did
mentally
not.
retarded.
Have you
I
met
mean, I
him?
said sociopath. I don't know. I didn't.
That
See
He's
could
not a
be.
sociopath.
Is there somebody that you've met? Do you know this?
You don't know Paul Harris?
No.
You know who Pajadas
Usamar
is?
Paul Harris?
I mean, like I know
He got
who he
kicked out of
is.
the UFC for.
Right, I know who he is, but I don't know him like personally.
Oh,
Oh,
Zach-
I just mean if you're like not letting go submissions.
Oh, okay,
that's
okay,
kinda
okay.
sociopath.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
you.
Zach said he was
I
the
thought
only
it was
retarded.
somebody
I don't
like
believe I
you
said
had
that.
run across and met, and you're like, dude, that guy's fucking crazy.
No.
Okay,
Loves the cack.
I got you.
Um,
Oh, let me find this picture.
How many pics are we going through?
A lot.
There's
A lot.
is that your grinder?
No, this is Facebook, Mama.
I don't have Facebook anymore. I don't know.
That's the phrase of 2020, dude. I want to start adding mama to everything.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
He is a Yas queen.
Yeah.
Um,
2019 was Yas Queen. 2020 is
No,
Yas.
y'all are
Yes,
Mama.
taking our praises. First off,
our phrases.
yes,
That's,
I'm excluding you.
is that something that is is looked down upon? Are there is that something that
Is it
happens?
like,
Well, just when straight people use Yas Queen, I'm just like,
I don't know what that is.
I don't
actually-
even refer to it. I always refer to it like as like.
like
a
I
girl
started
thing.
using it ironically, and then it just became like
It
part
did,
of-
yeah.
I just thought it was a restaurant.
No, Yas Queen, like yes.
Yes, queen. We have the best burritos in town.
That's true. Like everybody started saying it, and it became a
I don't know
weird
what it
thing.
is.
Well, like even on Broad City when they say it, I'm like,
On what?
please don't. Broad
That's where
City.
I got it from. That
What's
was
Broad
really.
City?
It's a
Yeah.
really funny.
It's really good,
comedy show
actually.
on Comedy Central.
My friend who came here turned me on into it. Like I always knew about it, but
You know who Alana Glazer is? Comedian, female
Mm-hmm.
comedian. She's really funny. There's the other girl, I can't remember her name, but she's a pretty funny.
Abby.
stand-up- Abby, yeah, she's a pretty funny stand-up comedian too.
oh, here's see here. There's me on the guy.
Wait.
oh, wait. There's.
Okay. Just
There
making sure
it
it was
is.
jiu-jitsu related. Let me see.
I can find a picture of
Oh,
actually
yeah.
soon.
That's so good. Oh, that's good. I wish that there was a better picture of
Our
it.
Oh
buddy,
no, there are. that was a great picture of my butt.
Catsuit. Yeah.
our buddy Scott from the Hammercast.
Hammercast.
So you remember? Did you watch the Gordon Ryan match or hear about
I
that
did not.
this weekend?
I heard about it. I heard he won.
Yeah, so that was the sub only match that he works for. That his coach.
Oh, the Hammercast
runs.
works for?
Substars.
Oh, there
I
it
guess
is.
what it's called. Let me see.
That's when you were still fat and had hair.
Hey yo, that's awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I
Where was
front
this
base
at?
swapped a dude. At ATTA on Bowman.
Oh, that's why, because it's got the DDR in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wilson Fayou came from the DDR. Eder Prisciliano was one of the DDR guys, too. So was one of the more famous grapplers to come out of that gym. It was here, then he went to Memphis.
Marcus Tinoco.
Marcus Tinoco. Yeah, Marcus Tinoco was a DDR guy from...
He's nice. Yeah,
He's super
did a
nice
seminar
guy.
with him.
Super nice guy.
Well, it went to his seminar.
Yeah, DDR was a gym ran by Juarez Souza.
Mm-hmm.
Or Juarez Soares.
That's
And-
redundant.
I know. I didn't name the guy. And then, and they're in Aduama Jiu-Jitsu out of Brazil. But Arkansas, my point is that Arkansas, yeah. My point is that Arkansas actually had a really close connection to that DDR team out of Brazil because
Yeah,
Eder came, then you had Wilson Fayou came, and there was a lot of guys that were coming out of that gym.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's cool that they put that on. Again, Marcus Tinoco came here, out of that gym.
Yeah, he was here for a while.
And then Marcos Paulo is another guy that come out of that gym that's really getting. You would actually like him. He's dark skinned, but he's got light skinned eyes. I just feel like that's your thing.
I'm into everything.
That's fair.
There we go. Dark skin,
don't
light skinned
discriminate.
eyes. Is that
I
what
like
you
how-
said?
Yeah, he has really light skinned eyes.
Yeah.
He has.
I mean, pull up a picture.
So,
Great topic, man.
why am I the asshole again?
It's becoming.
It's becoming. Yeah, it's a
It might
trend
just
here.
be something
Not
if
the
they sell.
trend.
So we've got a lot of fights to talk about. I want to
All
talk
right.
about everything that happened this weekend.
Okay.
Another Arkansas guy got a humongous win.
Oh
at
yeah, we talked about
Bellator.
this. Yeah.
One of Nathan Kirby's guys,
Oh, cool.
Solo Hatley Jr. got a from what it sounds like, it's a little bit controversial of a split decision over Gaston Bolanos. If you don't know who Gaston is, that's like he is one of the best American kickboxers, Muay Thai fighters right now. Like he's like 24. You've seen his spinning back elbow
Right,
knockout
on the highlights.
Bellator.
Yeah.
And Solo beat him. Came out with a split decision win over that guy, and like that.
And he trains out of Nathan's gym here
At
in Little
Nathan's
Rock.
gym, yeah,
No kidding.
and I mean, like dude, that's great. You know, anybody
absolutely
from
is.
Arkansas that can shine,
Dude,
I'm all
that
about.
just adds to the Arkansas scene because you know we got Bryce and TJ. So TJ makes his debut on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Saturday.
great.
He's working hard.
Dude, he's been fucking
Go back and listen to
grinding
his
it.
episode. What we need to schedule him on soon after because
Yeah.
we promised that we would.
And I brought that up to him. I was like, "Hey, man, you said you were going to come on, win or loss."
No matter how big you get, bro.
he's
you're
got a blue
on.
check on his Instagram now.
I
don't-
saw that. I,
How's
like,
that
I was
work?
like, because I was looking at because you know,
You have to request it. Like it's a big deal.
But
Yeah.
he only has like 2,000 followers. That
But they expect him to get more. Like they're
Whoa.
they're setting it up
that's crazy.
because here's the thing.
oh, did the UFC do it?
I think that was his management company.
I'm gonna
probably.
send in
Oh.
my request. Hey guys, I'm expecting
Well, I
to
saw
get
that
more.
on my
Dude,
your Instagram, your story viewers, because
Dude, it blows up.
I like attention, so
yeah.
I check my viewers on my Instagram, and I was like, wait, there's a blue check. I'm like, wait, and I'm like, that's TJ. I'm like, oh.
Motherfucking blue check.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
who's this
time.
famous person? He's
Yeah, I
like,
know.
watch my stories, and I'm like, oh, it's
Cole
TJ.
Miller's got a blue check too. Apparently, he's a big deal.
I don't
Yeah.
know who that is.
Yeah.
No. Come on.
He's like, I don't know who that is. You know who he is. He did a seminar at school.
Did
Yeah, Cole Miller from the UFC. Him and Roller are good buddies. He did. You were there. You've gone to every
Was I?
seminar at Westside. It was like 3 years ago, though. Yeah, he's a big deal. It's all right. Sorry, Cole. So I'm sorry that Zackitty doesn't know who you are, but we know who you are.
Yeah, he wasn't handsome enough.
Yeah. That's what
I
it was.
mean, that's
You guys have.
that's
you,
fair.
you know what's funny is you and Cole have the exact same facial features as far as haircut and facial hair.
I mean, it's working. for
We're gonna
me
post
right
that,
now.
and Cole can check it out, and he can see you're like it's like a doppelganger,
I mean, I'm working it, Mom.
dude. What the funniest thing about this last thing I'll say about Cole.
It's not the last thing that he
Shut
said.
your fucking mouth. Just kidding.
I just meant in general. I didn't know you were going on a cool thing. But yeah.
No, just did you guys see whenever somebody had posted? They said, "Does that guy have a neck brace or a beard?"
Yeah, we talked about
Oh,
that. last episode. Yeah.
And then I
what was
zoomed
the
in.
case? What was it?
So Cole has like a long fucking beard,
I don't like that.
and he's got like it's like Jeremiah's dad almost.
Yeah, I don't. Like
And but in the picture, it looked like he was wearing a black neck brace, but it was actually his beard. And somebody commented on the photo that we posted from our combatives class.
I'm just after seeing the guy eat ramen out of his beard, I'm
Who did?
very anti.
You saw A in general?
There's a gif, or this guy is like, and he folds his beard in, and he
Shut the
into
fuck up.
into a
I'm outta
bowl,
here.
and he
We're
puts
done.
ramen.
I can't
We're
do
done.
it.
After
Cut
that,
that off.
I can't. You
Blech.
beard.
I'm the same way.
Can't be,
I saw a guy throw up spaghetti. Like spaghetti just fell out of his mouth.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to smack the table on that. Did anybody else see Jackson Darby throw up after he fought Zach?
No.
Did anybody else see? Okay, Stephanie saw it. It was the funniest
Wait,
thing.
when? Where?
At AGF.
This week?
Yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, when?
It was the
all the
funniest
call-outs.
thing I've ever seen. And I like Jackson.
Who? I don't know who that is.
So Jackson's one of our white belts and Zach is one of our white belts. But they fought, right?
Oh, okay.
And so they're done. The match is over. Zach wins. They stand up, and I'm looking. I was watching Jackson's face, not because I thought he was going to throw up. I just happened to be looking over at him, and it looked like he was coughing. Like he put his hand up to his mouth, like he was going to make a cough, and then it just shot vomit out of his mouth.
Yes.
And I was just like,
That's awesome.
Just onto the floor.
yes,
Oh, fuck.
all over the mat.
I'm
and
so glad I didn't see that.
Oh
though.
my God, dude. It was the funniest thing. And I was like, hey, way to hold it into the end, champ. Way to hold it into the end.
We had a guy that like he went out. We went to do a tournament in Dallas, and he went out the whole night. He just like disappeared. He was like, yeah, I had some buddies in town from. He was a combat vet or whatever, and like had some buddies in town from the military. And we went out, and they like drank all fucking night. He goes out, beats the shit out of everybody in his division, walks over to the trash can, throws up, comes back, gets his hand raised. We're like, dude, he's psychopath.
Is there a video of it?
No. Oh.
No. Is there a video of him throwing up? What is that? What do you got there, Stephanie? What is this?
Just some y'all are.
It was a
shady.
no-gi match.
These shady queens.
No, that's a gi match. It was no gi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
We
didn't
can-
throw up in that one.
Oh, I guess we can't.
I have vowed.
Some other
I
it was his first tournament.
Oh, that guy throw up?
And yeah,
Oh yeah, that wasn't Jackson.
fuck,
No,
yeah.
Jackson was no-gi. Who was it?
Harley.
Harley Burks?
I don't know.
I don't know who that
Maybe
is.
no.
Mm-mm.
Should we make that a thing? If you throw up at a tournament, we publicly shame you
Yep.
on this. I don't
Yeah,
wanna-
if we
so
see it.
close at the last
If we see it.
AGF because I took a fat burner. Like I didn't think it'd be that bad.
fat burner.
I didn't. I thought it'd help me. I just use it for like a coffee like type of thing. But
That's the opposite of coffee.
anyway, so I thought it'd give me some energy. And like I like won like my match by like 12 to like 0 or something. But then I had to film for Jacob, so I'm about to throw up, and I'm just like I'm holding.
He's going hypoglycemic while he's holding.
Yeah, I'm just like holding the kid like this. I'm like.
And you hear,
And Jacob went the full distance of the match. And I was just like, thank you.
what an asshole.
Zach's taking gas station dick pills before.
These were, this was actually from the discount.
Him and John
section
Jones
at,
are going to get the same WADA report whenever
Dude.
WADA comes up.
There was a Reddit post recently of like some random guy that was asking what was his question? He was asking something, but somebody went back through his Reddit history and it was like just a random dude, but all of the same happenstances that happened to John Jones seemed to happen to
shit.
this guy. He was also into MMA, and then like he posted a picture where he'd broken his toe. You remember John Jones like broke
he
his
ripped
toe
it right
all
off,
weird?
yeah.
This guy like broke his foot or something, and like posted a picture of that. Then he got in a car accident. Like posted a picture, like all these things that you're like, is this John Jones? But yeah, it was pretty funny. So that fight happened. The one at Bellator, Deontay Wilder and
Didn't Chris Brennan's son
Tyson
have a
Fury?
fight this weekend? I don't know if he
did
won
he
or
fight
not.
on? Yeah, we had a bunch of local guys on
Yeah,
Bellator because it was in Oklahoma.
Yeah, because Chris Brennan,
Yeah.
his son Brendan.
He's a nice guy.
I don't want to get his name wrong.
Can I have one of these beers?
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna die. I had a beer the other day.
Yeah, they've been there for the whole time.
I survived. My.
I don't want this to turn into.
I've gone 2 weeks accident free now.
Yeah, those are really good. Those are
What
lost
kind of
40s.
accident? Like poop.
I do it for research
No,
because I want to start brewing my own beer. So
we had an
gotta pull
episode in
hard.
here where like I got. Well, I mean, I had like 4 beers and a shot or whatever.
and then he went to the hospital.
And I ended up in the fucking hospital. Like I went unconscious, went non-responsive. They give me oxygen. Like,
Yeah.
all that
Like
shit.
for real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's serious.
Yeah.
I have.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, something happened to my body where it was like, not today, motherfucker, and just
What Johnny wasn't telling people is he hadn't eaten in 6 days. Like he was
Ooh.
literally living off
That's
Monster
not
energy
true.
drinks and beer.
that's completely
So,
not true.
If you had a fruit pie, that's Wes.
Yeah, it's yeah.
That's actually the guy. Chris
don't eat
Rigsby.
great.
When I went to hospital yesterday, he's like, he's just like, I just assumed you don't have insurance. Like he's like anybody I talk to, he's like, he just has to make the assumption. I was like, no, I have it. Trust
What?
me.
That's funny. What a fucking slam. That's hilarious.
That is.
No, it wasn't
Sick
against me.
burn.
He
Sick
said he
burn.
just assumes it because I was
Yeah.
because I was looking at people who I know don't have insurance, and I was like,
Oh,
this guy doesn't
Zackitty's
have
all
insurance.
fucking uppy up because he has insurance
I
now.
just now got
Oh
insurance.
no! When I was
You're about
they
to
gave
see
me
a competitive
good-
Johnny
They
Wester.
gave me the when they were popping it back. They gave me
What's
the
your
good
fucking
drugs.
deductible, bro?
Yeah,
And
terrible.
Yeah, no. They were. I was like, when I was on the good
$10,000.
drugs. I was like, no. I got the poor person insurance. Like I got it.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
They're like asking me what insurance you have, but I'm high as fuck from the drugs they gave
Yeah.
me. So I'm just like whichever one. I don't remember Medicaid, Medicare, the free one, the one like for poor people, and they're like,
Yeah, the one for guys who look like me.
Dude, you're close on my deductible. $7,000.
Get the fuck out of here.
$7,000 on my deductible.
You're never getting covered for anything.
Yeah, I was just like, what's the point? I'm
You're
just gonna pay it
not.
off anyway. Pay it all anyway.
It's
like fuck. I went
Johnny
to
gets
the ER
the-
and that was
you had to pay
$1,000.
$7,000.
That's my deductible for
So
my
you-
insurance.
yeah. So
Goddamn.
Johnny gets his head cut off, and his insurance
I'm
wouldn't
still
cover
paying.
it.
There's no fucking point in having
That's what I'm like-
insurance.
that's when I was talking to Rolly. I'm like, I'm in App Academy right now for school, and I'm like, man, when I start making that money, like, I gotta start figuring this shit out. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
just-
it's real, man.
I'm used to like I just don't have to work because I don't make enough to have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, Zach hasn't even paid taxes since like
I've paid
77.
taxes.
What is it that you do for work?
Right now, I'm just room attendant, but I'm at App Academy. It's a school for coding and stuff.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
going
So I'm gonna end up
computer
making like
science stuff.
buttons. Like I don't have any experience with the tax and all that kind of stuff that I'm gonna have to go through. So it's
That's
like,
what's so funny about this story is Zach is going to school to learn how to do computer programming, but he's like, I haven't tackled that
Yeah.
tax shit yet though.
the school's so stressful, and that's what's great about jujitsu.
How do you pay rent? Does it just come out of your paycheck?
But that's the thing. It's like, have you seen that Mariah Carey video where she's like,
Does
in
Bite
Ameri-
Squad bring everybody their groceries?
No, there's a video of Mariah Carey, and they're asking her like, they're about like electricity. She's like, it's a British TV. She's like, in America we get electricity for free. Like, she's like, what's a bill? Like
That's true though, dude. Like
Well,
that disconnect from
Yeah.
human society.
That's
she
all
has
I want.
She's been rich. She
I
got
know.
she got her like contract when she was like 18.
Yeah, dude.
So she's never had to pay like any kind of rent.
Fucking disconnect me, bro.
Disconnect.
Like-
Bro, so speaking of which, I was watching I got on the kick last night. I was like, you know what? I was going through Netflix and every now and then when you're going through Netflix, so two things. I'll make 2 points about this. One, how privileged are we in America when I'm going through between my Netflix, my Hulu, my Amazon, and my Fire Stick, which
come on,
has
Disney.
every movie attached to it. I'm going through it going, there is nothing on fucking television right
Yeah.
now. You're like,
Isn't that
how
like the most
that's fucking first world
first world problem? Yeah.
right? So then the other piece of that was I was going through Netflix last night trying to find something to watch, and I came across La Bamba, and which is one of my favorite movies because I watched
is
it a
that the
lot
one where
growing
the guy
up.
dies?
Yeah, so it's got Richie. It's about Richie
Spoiler
Valens.
alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. He dies in a plane
We
crash.
watched that in Spanish class.
The day the music died. No big deal. Buddy Holly. Hashtag the Big Bopper.
Did Patsy Cline die in that?
No, god damn it.
Patsy Cline. What?
Oh, she died in that like.
Wasn't she a coal miner's daughter?
No, that's Loretta Lynn.
I know who that is.
No, she.
I grew up poor white trash. I know who Loretta
I
Lynn
did
is. She
too.
spoke for a
Well-
whole generation.
Yeah,
You don't know. Well, you were in
They all
Louisiana.
die in that plane crash.
No. So I think it's hilarious that you're saying this right now. So according to Zach, every great Jimi Hendrix, Janis
No,
Joplin,
those guys. Were
Kurt Cobain, the
hell
Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, Richie Valens, and Patsy Cline all died in the same car
Reba
plane
almost
accident.
died in a car.
Like John Denver is like the only one that died in a plane accident,
No,
right?
my head. I'm about to fucking kill myself.
Who all died in a plane
What the
accident?
fuck is going on?
Reba almost did. All her. She's
Kobe Bryant.
Well, that's a helicopter crash. First
Yeah.
of all,
So,
John Denver
hold on a second.
was
Did-
flying the plane that
Did
he
you
crashed.
think I was lying about Buddy Holly dying in a plane crash?
No.
Okay,
No, I
'cause
believe you on that. No,
Okay,
no.
because you're like.
But you listed off like 12 more that were all like, all these people died in a plane crash.
Well,
Did he really die
Was more
in a-
famous.
You were like, John Denver's the
I'm
only
looking
person that's
this
ever
up,
died in a
Mom.
plane
Yeah,
crash.
period. End of story.
He is lone survivor / being dead.
Yeah.
No,
I
so
love Country Roads.
yeah, who doesn't?
Olivia Newton-John did a great cover of
What
that.
if John Denver's not really dead? What if he's the only one that actually like?
Yeah, he's
Wait,
running.
so is he dead or not?
He's running Microsoft now.
Yeah.
Is John Denver dead or not?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
No,
dead.
he is.
Yeah, John Denver's
Rocky
dead.
Mountain High.
Yep.
He got.
And yet,
Rocky
Willie
Mountain
Nelson
dead.
is outliving everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, that's how I feel
with the
about
same
my.
haircut.
Yeah.
So is Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Dylan's not alive, is he?
No, he's recording.
Bob Dylan alive?
He's recording with Kesha. He's gonna
Shut up.
No, he's
Look that
re-recording.
up, Stephanie.
He's re-recording with Kesha a gay version of like all his songs.
You don't have to pull it up there.
You can't call it. You can't.
No, he's gonna redo the pronouns to
How
make
do you
it gay.
Shut up. That's not gay.
He's gonna redo the pronouns to make it. Can I ask you? I really genuinely want to know about this.
Do you care?
Does it so? When
look-
do you have a preference in pronouns that you're
Zach's not.
that
He's
you're called,
gay. He's not
right?
transgender.
okay? So
yeah,
I don't know how
so
it
he's-
works.
he's-
I truly don't.
Well, with
Well,
him,
I
he knows
identify
he's
as
a
male,
guy.
so-
Yeah, he
But I
says
see,
he's a guy.
I see. If you look on like Instagram, you'll run across straight girls
Yeah.
that
Yeah, they're
will-
straight, but they can that like
will specifically
That's
say
getting
like
out of
she,
hand.
her.
yeah.
See,
well, they're because that's gender. That's not sexuality.
Okay, so how I'm so confused by
Bro,
all of it.
welcome to my
Honestly,
world.
Well,
Welcome
no,
to
that's
my
not
world.
sexuality and gender aren't like.
I'm not
you
trying
can
to be
you can
funny.
be-
I genuinely
No.
Like
curious.
Caitlyn Jenner dates women.
Don't apologize.
Okay,
Like Caitlyn Jenner's a
So-
trans woman, but she dates women.
So Caitlyn Jenner.
How
is
does
a
she
dude.
identify?
Caitlyn Jenner is a dude that dates chicks. So
What would you call?
No, Caitlyn Jenner's a woman.
You would still call she would be she her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, Zacky's right. So Bob Dylan, Kesha sing romantic classic with flipped genders.
Dude,
on
I
the new
thought
pop.
Bob Dylan was fucking dead.
I thought he was dead.
What happened?
You know who you're thinking of?
John Denver. He
Yep.
died in a plane crash.
That's who you're thinking
yeah.
of. Yep.
The sole plane crash death that's ever happened.
Yeah.
That John Denver's full of shit.
Yeah.
I expected the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this.
Okay, so but back to that.
Uh-huh.
How
Be more specific about that.
I'm well I fuck,
I know,
I don't
that's
know
what
how
I'm
to be
saying.
specific about it. That's what
Like-
I'm that's the question is like
Oh, about the gender pronoun
about the
thing?
Oh, here
gender
we go.
pronoun
Okay.
stuff.
R-
Because it's
Well, we have
genuinely
a-
something that I'm curious
you-
about.
Zach is so oblivious.
We just pulled that up.
He is
there.
so oblivious. We have
we
a producer
just read
for
it up
this.
there.
No, I'm glad you did the work for that though, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
I had to go through Tumblr first.
He's
and I
trying to
couldn't
get that
find
job that I was trying to push him
That's what it
to.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
Stephanie already put it up on the board. Bro.
Stephanie's about to fight you. She's like,
Yeah,
listen
she's like,
here.
listen here, motherfucker. I don't lose and gain $5 a month.
Stephanie's gonna be over here going, yes, mama.
Is that what you boys want? Is that what you boys want? I can say it.
So
That's hilarious.
can I prefer to be called mama from now on? Is that my pronoun?
Zach's called me mama for almost 5 years now.
I don't gender mama.
Yeah.
And to
I would
him,
prefer to be
I
referred
feel like
to as
mama would be a gender though.
I mean,
If you looked at it from a societal
when
construct.
I use it,
Yeah,
I use it, I'm
fair.
not. I
It's
call
the
men.
tone.
I
See, that's
don't-
what Zach gets
Like
to
when
do.
I call you girl, I'm not. I mean, I'm not gendering you. I'm just your. It's like buddy.
Yeah, it's the way that you use it.
You
It's the same way that
the
I'd say
words are a
dude.
social construct. It's just
I don't
like,
I don't get offended when you call me a girl. I don't care.
Yeah, I know. Like words are social
'Cause I know I'm not a
construct. It's
girl.
like
I
it's,
call
I'm
my
just calling you.
girlfriend dude.
It's
You do call her dude a lot.
Yeah.
there's
Like,
meaning
dude,
behind
this is
things.
crazy.
Like there's
Dude.
respect and stuff. So that's why we don't like say.
Dude,
certain
there's a ghost in the
slurs.
root cellar.
Yeah.
Like there's social construct, and that's why like slurs. There's not actually like a power, but you be respectful, so you don't use them.
Why do you think they call
Same
them
thing.
slurs? Because here's why I asked that question.
I think
Because
Mitch is the one we need to keep on track. Zach, I'm more curious
after a
about
couple
this.
of beers,
But-
I slur a lot. Don't do that.
No, but it's like because there's not. So it's like it's how you use them, and if you're using them slurs, it'd be disrespectful. So that's why you don't use them. It's just like girl. It's like social construct. So I just use it as like for my meaning. My meaning is one of respect that you're my buddy. So I'm not attaching a gender to it. It's just
How is the word girl a social construct?
it's socially constructed. It's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
language is
So what would be female would not be a social
females.
construct.
Yeah, your sexual like
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like-
I'm down with that. I don't agree with it, but I'm down with it.
Because
That's fine.
it's the same thing that like I would imagine it's kind of the same thing like you attach something that looks girly to something
Yeah.
like you. It's something that we've decided.
But
Yeah,
here's
you
where
socially-
here's
like,
where
you're like
this
why
girl.
the dress?
Okay.
The dress doesn't have sexual.
so here's where
organs.
my mind
Right.
gets blown at. So we call something girly, right? So
Right.
we'll call a dress girly,
Mm-hmm.
right? From a societal construct area, right? So we say, oh, okay, I don't know, it would be a boyish, but I don't know, gym shorts. We'll say, okay,
Trucks.
trucks,
strap.
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
jock
Jock
strap.
strap.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah, jock strap. So jock strap because it has a
You mean like that would identify? Okay.
So
I
now
got you,
we're
I got
looking
you,
at
yeah.
this like
Yeah, yeah.
societal construct piece and going, okay, well, what have we decided though? So if I say
Yeah,
if I
why?
say a dress is a girlish thing to wear,
It's like why?
so societally, but what is that insinuating though?
You
What
know,
is
dresses
what?
were actually originally meant for men to
Yeah,
wear
like
to
there's
ride
like
horses.
you like look at
Hold on,
like
Johnny.
freaking like gladiators and stuff.
Yeah.
They're wearing
Okay,
skirts.
you guys are hold on. Before we start talking about glistening gladiators in the
yeah.
in the Roman sun,
I'm getting hot.
and then
Yeah, that's that.
and then
that
everybody's
and
got a boner,
Jackass-
and somebody's leaking water on the floor.
That Jackass, Wild Boys, and Gladiators were very helpful when I didn't have the internet as a kid.
You were jacking off to Jackass.
Mama, they were in jock straps. Like, yeah.
Oh
Chris
yeah,
Pontius.
I could see. Yeah,
know
that's
what?
like
The fact that he mentions Chris Pontius because there's as soon as you said that, I was like, he was the one that has dick out the most.
yeah. Well, and if
had
that's
a
probably the
weird-looking dick.
closest to gay porn that you're gonna get
Yeah,
on
I didn't have internet
public
for
television.
very good reasons.
Which
Or
is
cable
fucked up
television.
because here's what's even more fucked up about that.
It's not fair.
It's not fair because
Y'all
it
got
was
to
so-
see tits in the movies. I didn't. There's no dick in the movies.
there's not a whole lot of dicks because that's
not-
uncomfortable.
What was that movie
Fatal Attraction.
No, the one about he's gonna be a porn star and then you see his
Dirk
dick.
Diggler.
Okay, but that was a fake one.
But it looked
We don't
real
even get to
enough.
see-
You don't think we're looking at fake tits all day long?
Yeah, but
That's
like
true.
they get to use that. He's not going to use that on you. It's prosthetic.
No, he will use it on you if you ask
I
him
guess,
to.
but
Yeah.
but
It's
yeah, no,
called
you'll get to
pegging.
see
Yeah,
tits
it's called.
and ass
Johnny's
all
so
the
happy because
time.
he just figured out what pegging
you
was.
or you watch those HBO porns and like we
Johnny's like,
see-
I know what it's like to be gay.
tried it.
I know a word.
No.
But yeah, it's like y'all get so much.
That's like a
that's what
white
we
guy
get,
going
is
into a black
gladiator
neighborhood and
movies.
being
Yeah,
like,
it is
"Sup, bro?"
bullshit, dude. We get everything, honestly.
No, what?
Okay, so speaking of which, I gotta
No,
read
we
this.
have to
once you
have
get, like-
females.
Now, as far as like getting it, like we're
Nothing.
a
No
little
offense,
more,
Stephanie.
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah.
advantage because we don't have to. Like I said, you can literally grind.
Zach has the
date.
Zach
Grindr,
has
you're
the
just
best
like,
life.
Let's bang.
Because
Yeah.
gay guys are still guys.
Right.
Yeah.
And guys
Right.
still act like guys, whether you're
Yeah, you'll
gay or
literally
not.
you'll literally just get on Grindr and they'll be like,
They don't
guys
care.
Are like, do you
They
want a
don't want-
BJ?
Yeah.
And you're like,
They're
okay.
always guys are direct and to the point. It because and here's the thing: we know a lot of females that are lesbians as well. You know, excuse me,
God, yes.
I just Jackson Darby'd.
Is that a thing in the lesbian world?
No, hold on. I don't know.
I don't no.
The-
Are they looking to bang all the
Not that I
time?
know.
No, I don't think it is. I think it's the opposite. I think
Or just because we're dudes?
it's because we're
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah.
We just
Like,
want to have sex all the
Now
time.
and that's
Right
why
on.
there's certain connotation like Tinder, because it's more straight leaning. A lot of gay guys who just want relationships will go to that. But
So gay guys who
okay.
want relationships
will
will
go to Tinder. But if they're just
because
like,
it's more straight oriented.
well, because it's more towards relationship, because that's what you think about when you think about Tinder.
What's funny is like straight people don't think that about Tinder at all.
No.
As
That's
far as I know, like I've never had a guy on Tinder who's like,
No,
let's
straight
just-
guys are like, you know what?
Tinder is where you find the hookups and
Just a
all
quick-
all the dirty sluts.
Tinder is to straight guys what Grinder is to.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
but Grindr's so much like easier.
I don't know what.
So does
the
that mean that a
new-
straight
Literally,
guy-
you'll say like, "Hey, do you want a quick buttload job?" And you're like, "I mean, guess sure."
I feel like you said
Whoa.
buttload job,
Blow job.
but I know you meant blow job. Because then I was going to ask you, what's a buttload job?
I don't want to know.
You know.
Can I read this comment that I found? Did you guys see the video of the Romanian MMA fighter girl that
No.
headbutted the dude?
Nope.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
That sounds
So
awesome,
there's
though.
like a survivor show like in Romania or whatever. They were doing a contest. This dude was talking shit. This
just
female
headbutts him?
MMA fighter just walks up and fucking headbutts this dude,
Yes.
breaks his nose,
nice.
drops him. So of course on the video, the first thing I do is click on the comments because I want to read through those.
Oh, I can't.
That's where it's
It's
at.
all white dudes. They're like, if I did that shit, I'd be going to jail. This bitch isn't gonna get nothing.
I know,
blah
why
blah
is
blah
it?
blah.
That's the thing. It's like those equality things. When you have these men, it's like it's always like, well, why can't I hit her? It's like
It
why
immediately
does
goes
your-
to comparison.
Why
Yeah.
is that
It's
your
a
first
weird
thing in
comparison
equality?
to
It's
make.
like you're not thinking about father's rights or anything like that. Your first thing is like, why can't I hit her?
Here's
Like,
the
She
thing.
should go to jail
Here's the thing.
because she did something wrong. You should go to jail because you did something wrong.
yeah,
Right.
They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, that should be your thing. It shouldn't be, I want to hit her. It should be like, she should go to jail. Like,
You
So
know-
this comment right here,
That's why
this
I
is
say,
my
like-
favorite comment.
oh yeah.
He said, and yet people scream off the rooftops, male privilege, when males get the worst of everything.
God.
Life is 20 times harder on men. Coming from Phil Wheatley.
Phil Wheatley.
That's
Phil Wheatley,
speaking
father of
comment
6
sections,
out
that's
of
why
Pennsylvania.
to kind of draw it back with comment sections. That's why like anytime there's a gay article like in MMA or it's like do not read the comments.
Oh, that's where I want to
That's
live.
where I live, yeah.
I wanna go to it.
Dude, we've had so much fun with Mackenzie Dern's comments, bro.
Oh,
I've got
that's-
another one on her too, actually.
But like
Dude.
when Anna Carolina Vieira married.
and guess what?
her
It's always really creepy white dudes that
Oh,
are
yeah.
saying shit on her Instagram.
yeah.
yeah. But it's like Anna
What's this?
Carolina Vieira when she married Luana Alzaguir, like for no reason. They're just you have 1,000 comments like, oh, who cares? It's like
I don't know who that is.
I don't either, but
both world champions
get it.
multiple
Black belt?
times.
yeah.
Anna Carolina Vieira is Hidalgo's little sister, and she's
Ooh,
won
is she pretty?
worlds. Like she looks like Hidalgo Vieira, so I'll just
Negative.
No. So
See, that's here. Okay,
How
that's
often-
no. Hold on. That's a perfect example.
I know where you're going
Right?
with this, and
Yeah,
we're
you know
better.
where I'm-
We're better.
No, we're
than
not
this,
better.
Mitch. You don't have to bring this up.
You know what, Johnny?
why are you looking at your watch?
Stephanie's just watching. He's mad at me right now. Stephanie's just over here watching fight videos, just pulling up different.
Oh my
fight videos.
God, she knocked her the fuck out. That's
Oh,
the girl
really?
that headbutted. Bring it up. Stephanie's like, Johnny, I'm doing my fucking job.
Oh, this is like
bruh.
a totally different situation.
What did you do? Why are you taking it away?
Oh,
You're fired.
no. I think this might be a different situation. Look up Romanian
she, like-
MMA or like Survivor.
Are we still recording?
I don't know if it's remaining. Yes, we are.
Maybe edit the comment sections on this.
Comment section.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask you a question because oftentimes in the comment sections we see like these situations where these guys are like overly fucking angry about like something going on with gay stuff or whatever, and then you find out that they're into like little boy porn or gay shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, that's the thing. That's like all those guys. It's like they're trying to project. They feel like if
Closer to
they're
the mic.
more offended. It's just these guys who are like they're more like they feel like if they project like if they're mad at this thing that it makes whatever they're doing like not as bad. Like kind of like you'll see these like people who are like just assholes, but then they do some charity work and it's like you know they're like or they're like hey save the wildlife on their Facebook and it's like you know you're just trying to like make up for the energy that you're already putting
How
out
much
there.
of that kind of mentality do you run into across like just gay men? I feel like there's probably like a lot of politicians on Grindr that are like,
oh yeah,
Hey, that's
they're
a
like
great
trying to hook up and they're like, fuck you,
So
you're
I don't-
gay. You know?
I don't want you to give any specifics because we're not that big yet. But so would you agree that like maybe in this area, we'll just say in the Arkansas area, right? That there are people in your community that we would never expect to be there.
yeah. Oh,
Like,
oh,
you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like-
oh,
like some
God,
people,
I
you
do
know what I
a
mean?
Name.
No, don't say his name.
I'm not.
I so want to know it after we say not
Yeah,
record
if it's
anymore.
good, if it's worth talking about, then let us know. But don't say it
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
not going to be on the record, but
Okay, good.
Yeah.
it was.
This is
Yeah, now you've learned what off
we
the record
know.
means.
But no, like there's been. I mean, it's been through Tinder and
Yeah. What the fuck did I make that sound for?
I don't know. You sound really creepy right now.
there's been.
We get
MMA
one gay guy
fighters
on the
I've
show, and
seen,
Mitch-
Others,
I have
yeah,
not- I've
like
had a
I
boner
said,
the
off
whole
the
time.
record.
I've seen, you know what, on Tinder though, back in the day, because I was a Tinder queen.
Yes.
They were like, I would, you'd see guys just randomly pop up on the Tinder feed. Like I'd be scrolling, of course I'm like women, right? That's who I'm into. I'm not into dudes. So like, but when I'm scrolling through, it was like one got through or something. Or
How?
if
How does
Tinder
it
was
even get
like,
through?
maybe Tinder was like, hey, like we noticed your preferences. Like
Yeah.
maybe you should
Give this guy a shot.
I don't know
no,
what's
and
up with
that's
that,
the
but
thing,
like,
that's why. That's another reason, like not just for the sake of privacy, but also because you never know when like, just someone's machine. But there's been a few guys I'm like, oh,
yeah. Or it could be too like people catfishing. Is there?
Yeah.
Is there any?
no,
of
these
that?
were not guys that you would catfish.
Okay.
Like they're not bad looking. Like I definitely like swiped right, but
Yeah.
it's- I didn't get swiped back.
What did?
Oh no, I
did
did get swiped back by one guy.
This
but-
is so much more exciting than straight stuff. You know, honestly, I want to
It's like
know
an
all
adventure.
about it.
There's so much adventure.
yeah, but then he ended up getting like a girlfriend. So then I
Yuck.
guess-
Girlfriends are gross.
yeah.
I know, man.
There's so much more drama in your life, man. Will you come in and just like fill us in on?
I've made it very
On-
clear in multiple
Your life.
times that if it wasn't for all the gay sex,
Yeah,
I'd be gay. in a
it's
heartbeat.
way cooler, honestly.
Just hanging out with bros all the time. Like I'll cuddle with a dude. I don't mind to cuddle.
Well,
with a
I
dude.
can't say that it's. I don't know what it's actually like.
I'd
there
cuddle
could
with
be
Johnny.
pitfalls that I don't even know about.
I mean, I've slept in the same bed with Zach like 4 times, and not one time.
We're
did
just
he-
gonna drop it right there.
I'm just saying. No, I feel like we need it. There's a little
Leave
more
it at that.
explanation.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's one of those situations where like I make very like sure that nobody's uncomfortable. So like I slept facing the wall. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
to hide his boner.
like same thing. Like any kind of locker room situation, I like go out of my way to make sure nobody's uncomfortable.
Unless
like,
you're Danny.
So like
No, that's okay. We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah,
big-
no, yeah. I'm gonna, there's off the record. I'll tell you later. There's
how much of like of homophobia have you experienced during like your rolling, competing, jiu-jitsu, or anything
never.
like
Oh well,
You ever get a boner when
I
you're
never.
training?
I'm very oblivious, but
Yeah.
there.
that? That's what I
I think
hear
that's-
more than anything. I
Johnny,
think it's
that's
stupid
what Johnny's
thinking.
getting at is that
No.
this idea that I've trained with.
Now there's plenty of creepy guys. Like there's guys like I have a group for gay people who do jujitsu, and there's guys like where I'm like,
they just roll the whole time with boners the whole time.
no, there's like, well,
That's what
I've never
Johnny
been to like a
does.
meetup, but like I've taught, and I'm just like sometimes I'm like, there's just there's like one or two. It's not like a widespread thing, but there's like you will get like one or two guys where you're just like, wow,
You're like, put that
as a
thing
gay
away.
guy, I don't want to roll with
Like,
you.
get that thing out of my
They're
face.
just inappropriate and stuff.
Yeah,
just like,
they're
just
just
'cause I'm
little
gay doesn't mean I
things.
wanna
And I'm
see
like,
those
I
all
really
day.
don't think you're in this for like, because there's a lot of guys who do have like a fetish for that. So,
Yeah. If you've seen one dick, you've seen them all.
So it's like I said, it's like like I said,
You're stupid.
it's not widespread, but there's like you always get like one or two guys, and you're like, oh wow.
Yeah, I've always experienced it.
And
like,
that's another thing. That's why I didn't like even come out to the gym for a while because I wanted respect first. Like I wanted everyone to know.
Right.
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
I wanted to be able to kick other people's asses so they know like I'm not just here to like get felt up. Like I'm here to like.
As somebody who was kind of around, because that's a great question, man. Like, so when do you feel like you officially like came out?
2014 during the blue belt tournament. Like I didn't come out, but it was kind
I'm
of
trying to remember if you were a blue or a purple when I started training. So when
was
did you get
this
your
come
purple
out
belt?
to the gym or come out?
purple belt
like,
2015.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, because I came to the gym in the summer of 2015.
Yeah, I didn't like.
But I knew you were gay then, so I think
Yeah.
you had already come out.
Yeah, like I didn't come out. to
And nobody
them.
cared.
Yeah.
Like that was the best part about it all. Like nobody cared. We're like, all right, cool, dude, you're gay. Let's go train.
Yeah, like I didn't actually say anything. They just kind of knew. Like, and they kind of like.
You just stopped denying it. Is really what it came down to. Like,
yeah, and
everybody's like, okay.
I never denied it. I just like I'd get quiet. Like it was
Yeah.
very comfortable.
Yeah.
But like I said, because I didn't want anyone to think I was like, because there's a lot of guys who just they like same thing. Like you'll see those guys who like do those custom videos where they like roll around with a girl and like
Right.
they wrestle like in
Oh,
underwear.
we had a whole topic about this last week about how creepy shit guys say to girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't want that. So I wanted
You thought
to
someone
be
was
able
gonna say
to.
some weird stuff in your ear while you're rolling?
No,
Oh.
no. I wanted people to respect me enough as a grappler so
Oh,
they would
dude,
know
you're a
there's.
sick grappler. There's
Well, I
nobody
wanted
denying
like
that.
enough that I know that they know I'm here. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I know
You're not
you
here just
think-
to pick up dudes. You're here to like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've had guys like who like on dates and stuff who have wanted to do that and like I don't even really get into it. Like
Yeah.
I'll
They-
do
they
it for
wanna
their
grapple?
sake. Yeah, like I'll do it
You
for their
get weird. So like you get guys that you guys.
They
Is that what
kinda-
gay
yeah.
guys are doing? You guys are just grappling? I'm
No,
in the
there's-
wrong
there's some
business.
guys-
girls want to do the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
girls like, show me an armbar. I want to see it.
Like
Never.
they
I've
want to
never
kind
had
of
that
like,
happen.
and a lot of times they're just
That's
kinda
because you're not
pussies.
dating.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, and sometimes they're just pussy. Like it's like I'll kind of do it, and they're like, "Ow, that's too hard." I'm like, "I thought you wanted like."
Yeah, but you're doing
anyway-
like dick bars. Like, is it like a like?
No, well, they did call
You've
down
got
in
the
Brazil.
cheapest gay jokes
Down
right
in
now.
Brazil, there was a gay porn star there.
You're an
and
asshole.
I had accidentally like hit him in the dick or whatever, and everybody said they said you dicky locked him.
Yes. Oh, that's not that. His is better than mine.
Yeah, because it had a
dicky
story
lock?
to it.
Yeah, they got dicky.
I'm sorry, I don't have
dicky-
dick bar
it's- it's
jokes
good dicky
that
lock.
have a story attached to them.
But yeah, so like I said,
I like how I'm the asshole.
like I can't even in like then I can't get into it. Like I'm just like I guess we're doing this, but I'm not really into it. So like there's no sexual like at all.
Yeah.
So you just the whole time you don't have a boner?
No.
See, that's what I was like.
It's just- that's
I've
even weird.
had guys in the gym. First of all, I like to make it really uncomfortable. If I know that you're uncomfortable
Yeah.
with gay things, then I
Yeah.
only want to make it uncomfortable for the
See,
person.
I'm the opposite because I feel like, and I know I shouldn't.
Well,
I
it's
know
a-
like if they're that
yeah.
homophobic, I should make. But there's just something in me that doesn't want to make people. Unless
No,
it's,
man, that's human nature.
But
Like,
also,
that's human
it would
nature.
be a different thing coming from you than
Yeah.
it would for me. Because
Right.
me, I'm like, what's your fucking problem, bro? Like, who cares, you know? And the number one thing is like, oh, look, I bet they've got a boner while they're rolling. Like, dude,
It's always
I've rolled
ugly
with hot
standards,
girls.
too.
I don't have a hard dick every time I'm rolling with it. That's the
Exactly.
last thing that I'm thinking about. The only thing I'm thinking about is jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it's true, man. I'm in the same boat. You know, and something that I was thinking about earlier, and I'm not going to say the individual's name, but back when me and Zach and Wes and all that, we were doing like the tournament circuit or whatever. There was an individual that used to travel with us here and there, you know, for whatever reason. And I'm not going to say who it was, right? You know.
I don't even know the story, but I have
Yeah, yeah, and I just remember there was this moment where like, because me and all the guys at the gym, like we give Zach shit all the time, like we make gay jokes and stuff
I
like
know
that.
this.
You know what I mean? But it's just because it's like it's Zach, you know, like
Yeah.
Zach talks shit about me for being a middle-aged white guy with like 50 fucking kids. Like,
Oh, God,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's not like that's the level of brotherhood we have. And so,
that picture of your
see,
profile
I don't even know. I don't even know. Nothing needs to be said, right? Like, so like I have a lot of
the
fucking kids,
seminar- oh my
and
God,
you know.
that's-
Oh, you talking about when I was making the like I looked like I was
This
having a
seminar photo.
like I was coming.
No, the one with your wife and you're holding it like this. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
over the top. I'm like, yes.
Who knows? I don't even know if that. Yeah, it probably was over the top, whatever it is. But
It's awesome.
there was a moment where like it was me and Wes both. This individual had made a comment about him, and we were both like, whoa, hold on, no, we can call him gay.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
you
it was
can
like
pick
this.
on your brother, but
That was exactly what I told
nobody else
Zach.
can.
I was like, man, it's like we talk shit to Zach all the time about being gay, like, but it's all in good fun. But like the second an outsider even attempted to make a joke, we were
yeah.
both like, "No, you shut the fuck up."
Right. It's
You
the
don't get to
it's
do
the same
this.
across the
I appreciate
board,
that.
you know.
Oh
like,
yeah. You know, of course, man. Like we're just like, no, fuck you, dude. You don't get to say this shit. Like
Right.
you're not, you know, it's like, cause like all the guys in the gym, like we're really close, you know, and it's like that in jiu-jitsu. And, you know, Zach's one of the I say one of the hardest, man. Honestly, I'd say if I were to like, we have like 300 people in our gym. And I'm below, even myself, I'm below the amount of work that Zach puts in. Like if you know what I mean, saying, and I've said that before. I said it on Reddit whenever when they had the picture of the Hello Kitty thing, right? You know, and it was cool because I was on the Reddit post and I saw that. I'm like, fuck, that's Zach. You know, and I said the same thing. I was like, man, this guy, there's very few people on the West Side that work as hard as him. You know, Wes works fucking hard.
Oh yeah, too hard actually.
Yeah, he works way too hard. You know, Zach, TJ works his ass off. Bryce Mitchell works his ass off.
Oh yeah.
You know, and there's a couple other people, but like honestly, if I were to say like the top 5 hardest working guys in the gym, I don't know who number 5 would be, but like Zach, Wes, TJ, and Bryce would be like
Andy.
the top 4. Andy, there you go. I'll put Andy in that group for sure.
He's always rolling, even if
yeah,
it's, even
top
like,
5 hardest working guys.
And
This
he's
is,
one for if taking care of your injuries. Like
he's always like mama bear about that stuff too.
yeah, and he'll like my thing. I appreciate like I see him, and it's like if he's not feeling right, like some people, like I said, they work too hard to where they're.
Yeah, no, Andy's good. Yeah, Andy's like, you know,
Like-
I'm fucked up, so I'm not going to train today.
Well, no. He'll train, but he'll just train with like either like his girlfriend or just some
Right.
or some kids who are really good, like Max, who's like 16.
Yeah, Max is legit.
He'll just choose his roles, but so he'll still be able to roll without like hurting himself.
Yeah.
So he like I said, he trains hard and manages it. He doesn't.
No, you're right, dude. But yeah, as far as like putting in the work, like, I mean, when I'm teaching my kids class, Zach's on the treadmill. Before that, Zach's lifting, and then Zach comes in, and at 5 o'clock we have some pro training rounds. It's usually like me, Zach, Jacob, fucking whoever, you know, any number of brown and black belts that are doing that. He's doing that, and then he does class, and then he goes and, you know, it's just like, dude,
That's what's
nobody's
great about
nobody's putting in
jiu-jitsu
more
is,
work
like,
than
it
Zach.
evens everything out, you know.
Yeah,
for sure.
I still got so much work to do too, though. It's
Yeah, you know, and I
everybody
remember
Tommy. It's like
We all do.
You go
Yeah, we all do, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and you're still a brown belt. You have so much more to
People
go.
ask me like, so when do you like figure this out? I'm like, you don't.
You don't. You never do.
Like
and
this weekend, for example, was a good. I got to face like silver medalist at.
yeah, Clay Mayfield. He's a legit dude. Guy's
at
fucking
the,
amazing.
American Nationals, and it's like it's that next step you feel. You're like, okay, when I actually get into the crosshairs, I can do fine. It was the same thing with Henrique. It's like he crushed me like 3 out of
From
4
Nemesis.
matches.
Yeah.
I know
Well,
it's
now combat.
Now he crushed me like within both of them within a minute. But when I actually was able to get into like a lucky, I got a lucky guard pull on Henrique. That was it, and we kind of have an okay
You guys had a
match.
good match, though. You had a good
Yeah.
match, man. It was a good
and
match.
so it's that thing is I've kind of got that part like to where I'm satisfied, but the next step is those initial like because that's where like Clay he grabbed me he did this great thing where he grabbed me with
the
one
knee
hand.
slice with the hand. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's with Henrique the same thing. He timed my guard pull, so now it's like the next step is these initial because it'll look like you're shitty at jiu-jitsu because you get killed in 1
dude.
minute, but it's really that.
Well, you've had some amazing fights. Like that's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. So you look at Clay Mayfield. You know, Clay Mayfield has podiumed at the top tournaments at Brown.
For the past 12 years.
For the past 12 years. I love you, Clay, but we all know you should be a black belt. And then Enrique, who's a phenomenal Brazilian. And
he won worlds at like blue or purple.
yeah, so he's a world. And then even when we used to do IBJJF stuff, Mateus Gabriel. You fought Mateus Gabriel. Great fight.
I went with him for like at least 3 or 4 minutes. He got me the same thing he gets on everybody. He got it on Marcio Andre, that reverse triangle. Now he couldn't get the
close to
submission
the
with
mic.
that, but
There you go.
he got me the same thing he gets
I can
with
hear
everybody.
you. I just don't know if everybody else can.
But that he does this reverse triangle, and then he just did a wrist lock, and the wrist lock didn't hurt, but it was one of those things. It was like I'm stuck.
Where
here.
are you gonna go?
Yeah, it's like that's
where
gonna
you
break.
from
It might
here?
not hurt, but it's eventually gonna break. So
Yeah.
yeah, like that was one thing. Anytime you go to Dallas, there's a check mat in Dallas, and they have a lot of their world champs there. So
Dude, yeah, Mateus Gabriel is no joke. Like, he's a world champion. He's a black belt world champion.
Felipe Timoteo, he's done really well.
Yeah, he's a purple. Now he's a brown. Have you fought him before?
Yeah, he
Yeah, so
crushed
he's
me.
out of the same checkmat school.
And then they have Matthias Luna, who won. I think the one. There's 2 of them. They're twins. I think I won the one. I think I lost to the one who won world brown belt. I don't.
Yeah. So the point being is that, a lot of people don't realize that like Zach being a brown belt, like he's faced like world competitors.
Yeah, Matthias Gabriel won black belt worlds last year.
Like that's a lot of people, it's crazy to think about it like that, and just, he puts in the work and he puts it on the line every time. Like it's easy day.
Yeah, it's like, because like I said, it was like when I got my, my last match, I got my shoulder dislocated, and luckily they popped it in fine, but.
# Clay Mayfield.
But I wasn't even like, it didn't really hurt. It was like, I was frustrated more than anything. Like if there's any pictures.
You can't keep going, like you can't continue.
Yeah, I was more like, I didn't get to show what I could do against him.
Right.
Like I got killed in my no-gi match, and then I got my shoulder busted like the first move of our gi match. So like I was more like, fuck, I wanted to do more. I wanted to show him Arkansas Jiu Jitsu, and I can't because now I'm. Like,
and your no-gi is just as good as your gi. You focus heavily on both.
I've noticed that like with this Arkansas Invitational or this Arkansas Open, whatever, the AGF in Arkansas in particular.
Also known as the West Side Invitational.
No.
Don't get mad. Yeah, he gets salty.
But I mean, it's everybody, man.
Yes, mama.
Arkansas Jiu-Jitsu. I mean,
Porra.
dude, I mean, you can't deny.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
You can't deny everybody's presence.
Yeah, you can't deny that we won everything.
I can't.
Go ahead.
Anyways, so yeah, I see everybody leapfrogging each other. Like 1 year, we'll come. So for instance, like the last tournament, I felt really good. Like tournament before last, we kind of got beat up. I was like, man, we got some stuff to work on. The next tournament we come in and I felt like we just cleaned up. We cleaned house at that tournament. And then this most recent one, we had a lot of white belts. We also had like a lot of situations where like, man, we're really getting beat up. Everybody's getting really good. Like we had a good performance, but it wasn't like our best performance. It was like kind of middle of the road. And I see like, but it's not because like our competitors are getting worse, but it's because like people are starting to prepare for each other.
Yeah,
like I was saying,
you're right.
Like,
Yeah,
one of our
fighting
girls
each other.
specifically was preparing to fight one of my girls.
Jenna and Rachel.
She got beat last year, so she's like, I'm gonna get her. And so you see him like, and I guarantee Rachel's gonna be coming back.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
next
that's
year,
right.
you know, coming
That's
for him,
why I
and
tell
it's
people,
great.
I
love
don't
it.
care if you just, like, I don't care if you just came off like 2 months of being sick. It's like, you're going to learn something competing no matter what. Like every time it's like, okay, this is what, like for the longest time, I only knew like attacks from like people standing up, because in the gym, it's just like, if somebody's like on their knees, you can just be like,
you're like,
I don't like
heaven.
Yeah, I don't like going with that guy. He doesn't know how to grapple or whatever. Like it's like he won't stand up. And so then, but in the tournament, you don't get that option. It's like you either deal with this or you're gonna lose. So I got beat by this guy who was on his knees because I wasn't good at omoplatas or triangles. I just knew like De La Hiva sweeps and stuff.
So weird considering,
But but after that, I was like, okay, that's what I'm going to work on. So I worked on my now I can do a triangle. Now I can have a really good omoplata. And it's like every time you compete, you're going to get better, because if you lose, or no matter how bad you lose, like this time with the knee slide, I saw, okay, I'm letting him control my head. Or with the when I got swept in where I hurt my shoulder, it was like I was just grabbing and I wasn't even like thinking about levels. I was just, so of course I got swept. Like of course he did that. So it's like filming it is great because you can see exactly what happened, and just doing it, because you're gonna get better no matter how bad you get beat. It's gonna give you that either you quit, and then maybe you should quit anyway if you're gonna quit just because you lost at a tournament, or you're gonna get better because you're gonna like see every little thing. Like I don't care how bad you lost, because I lost as bad as you could lose. Like
dude, when Zach was a purple, Rolly used to give him shit because he only did Berimbolo. Like I'm talking like mad shit.
Yeah.
Like Rolly was like, you got to fucking stop doing that.
I cried so much.
And the thing is like he stuck with that shit. Like and now,
dude, I feel you right there, man. Berimbolo is my shit.
He's the only one in the gym that does it.
Yeah.
Andy plays with it a little bit.
I get mad when I roll with him
Ferris can
because
kinda do it, Max.
he's Berimboloing, and I'm not the one that gets to be Berimboloing.
Zach's the expert on Berimbolo, and what I think is great about that, and the point that I'm making about what I'm saying, is that in the beginning, like Rolly got really frustrated. He was like, "Dude, you gotta work on this other shit." And Zach's like, "No, Mikey Musumeci, I'm just gonna be watching this shit and fucking Kyle Terra and all that, And now, fast forward, he's the expert. So now, instead of Rolly going, "Hey man, you got to work on this, this, and this," when it comes to that particular topic, now he's like, "Hey, if you want to learn Berimbolo, that's the guy to go talk to." Like he's the guy. He's the resident expert. Like, and that's what I love about our gym in particular, is that, and I talked about this over the week with some guys, is that, we're all lucky community wise, you know, because we have a guy at Westside that plays sick Berimbolo. And then we have a guy like Matt Ferris who has a sick De La Hiva. And then we got Rolly who's got sick footlocks. And then we get to cross train with great gyms like Gravitas, who you guys have.
Cross train's the
throw us
best.
in there.
You should. Josh
Well, yeah,
Root,
man, you guys are
last
fucking.
year
Yeah, Josh Root's a fucking
Josh
monster.
is so good.
Josh is so good. You know, you're an incredible black belt. So getting the
We
opportunity
need
to
you
go
at
and train
Westside
with
some
you.
more though too. So
I know.
Well,
I came
you know.
up not too long ago, and
That's
neither
probably
one of you
working.
were here.
I know
Over
it sounds
there.
like we're having like a big giant circle jerk here, you know.
Yeah.
But the
I mean,
reality
I like
is
that
man,
everyone
like,
feel good.
that's you know what I'm saying, like that's the fucking best part about this, because you got to think about this. There are areas of this country, and you and I have talked about this, Johnny. There are areas close by, cities close by, where you have gyms that refuse to train with each
Yeah,
other.
well, there were
Fucking
times
refuse.
at AGFs in
yeah.
Arkansas whenever you'd walk by and you couldn't
Yeah.
talk to each other.
Yeah,
you're on
'cause we're from
teams
different-
One of our
or
girls-
whatever.
Dude,
Yeah.
yesterday, like I said hi to more motherfuckers, like
Yeah,
everybody, like
Oh, yeah.
everybody was just like, dude, this is what we always talk about with jiu-jitsu being for everybody, and like, you know, going out and just cross fucking training. Like, you got to stop this whole like,
yeah, there's
you know.
like especially like for like
and being happy for people who fucking win. Like
Yeah.
Right,
Matt
yeah.
Smith had a great performance, you know, good for him. Wayne had a great performance. Like, there's so many other gyms that were having, and like being okay with the fact, like those
again,
guys fucking
those
nailed
girls that competed, Jenna and Rachel. I was watching Rachel watch Jenna compete.
Mm-hmm.
Jenna gets a sweep on another girl, and Rachel's like jumping up
Dude,
and
Yeah.
down.
being
And
legitimately.
she also gets to, she knows she's like, I might get to compete against her again
Yes.
next, you know? And
Yeah.
Like that-
That's so great.
that community, we've really built a great community here,
and that's one that I was gonna say. Like, it has to do with the girls, especially. That kind of toxic affects them more than anyone because they have so few people to train
yeah,
with.
it's a
Yeah.
smaller community.
We
You're
had,
absolutely right.
One of the gyms, I'm not gonna name the gym, but one of our girls, one of her friends there was a purple belt, so she's like, we gotta train. And their gym, it said the leader of the gym was like, no, you can't train with that gym. Like,
That's unfortunate. man.
and so that's
Yeah,
like a
that's
lot.
dumb.
Like I said,
yeah, I feel really bad for.
it hurts the girls so much more
You're
than
right,
us
dude.
because they have so few like.
They're
really good
already
training
limited in resources.
Well, and you got to think too about like most gyms are about the size of my gym, right? And like I'm just now getting to a point where I have on most of my classes, I feel like I have a good amount of each weight class. I have a good amount of the heavy guys, the middle guys, and the small guys, and a good amount of the girls. So like most gyms, the general population are my size or smaller, and I'm struggling finding guys, you know, like heavyweights to go with each other, and like, so you've got to be able to have we can't reiterate that enough. You got to cross train.
You have to cross train, and
And heavyweights too, it's a big problem because we have like one John House. And
yeah, John House,
he has
man.
no one like he has some blue belts, but it's like so
Poor
he's
guy.
someone who'd be affected by like toxic gym culture because he doesn't have anybody to train with, but that his size that aren't just blue belts.
I sent an MMA fighter over to you guys
did
actually.
you?
That was like he was a heavyweight, and I was like, man, you're great, and I want to train you. Like I will absolutely help you out, but I have nobody that you can spar with.
Yeah.
We have no sparring partners
I'm not
for
going
you.
to sacrifice myself. Like
No.
I'm going to run
yeah.
from you if
That's
you want to get practice chasing people. Then
Yeah.
That's
play-
what
you wanna play
that's
tag?
what the
We can play
house. It's
tag.
like he'll come to you like 5 times because it's like it's so hard for him to find someone who actually roll with him. If someone says yes,
Yeah.
he's gonna
He'll
he'll
zero
wear
in.
you out. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like at first I'm like yeah, and then it's like I'm not wrong with you 5 times in one night.
Right.
You're beating the
So
I
John
don't mind
House-
you getting beat. I don't mind you beating the shit out of me, but I can't get more rounds because I'm so hurt from.
Yeah, John House is an anomaly, man, because he's 225, I think he is, but he's
Right
a
now.
phenomenal. Yeah, it's right now because he's normally like 205.
Yeah.
But he's a full-time med school student. The guy's a fucking genius from the mental aspect. But his understanding of jiu-jitsu, he has a very basic game. He has a severe knee slice, and he has a really good face choke. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like he has a very basic game, but he is a
he
true
can
athlete.
do like he can. I've seen him do Kiss of the Dragon. Like he doesn't really like. He does it and then he just comes up because that's what he can do.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like John is smart enough. Like he does the exact same thing over and over again because it's extremely. He goes for a deep half guard sweep, comes up, gets 2 for the points, passes, gets 3, and he's such an athlete. Like he's a true athlete.
And he's great to work. Like I said, I don't want to roll with him like all the time, but
He's a lot
great
to deal
resource.
with.
Yeah.
He's a fucking lot to deal with, bro.
Like he's the one who, when I got a private with Jamie, like I had a lot of questions that are based on stuff interaction because Jamie can hang with House and beat him.
He uses
and Jamie's,
movement. Yeah,
Jamie's
uses a lot of
just a
movement.
little bit heavier than me right now.
But Jamie's like 170 something.
181 middleweight.
Yeah, I know
He's
he fights
actually
at
a little
181.
higher than
I know he
right now.
fights at 181. I just didn't know what he walked around at.
Yeah, no, he's a little higher than 181 right now. He told me. And
Well, I was 195, and he was like, "Bro, you're still middleweight." I'm like, "Fuck no, I'm medium heavy."
yeah,
I'm
I said I'm
small."
175, and because I said I'm trying to get to lightweight. He's like, "Oh, you're already lightweight." I'm like, no.
I know those Brazilians, dude. Like, they
I-
hear a 10-pound gap, they're like, "Dude, you're already the weight class below you."
Like I'm
Yeah.
not. I have too many mental issues to like cut like that and to compete. Like I've had a Nashville tournament where I was just like, I cut a lot, and then I was just like, I don't care if I win.
I'm just not gonna cut. Like that's my biggest thing. Now.
yeah,
Like,
it
I'm
just
done
it
cutting.
weighs too much on
I'm
your
36 years old, man. My weight cutting days are over. If I'm
Dude, I
fucking
did
fat,
my
I'm
time.
fucking fat. That's my point.
Yeah,
exactly.
I cut to 155 20 for 20 MMA fights,
Nope.
and I will never do more than 20 MMA fights.
You
I
think him,
spent a
though.
lot of years cutting down to 160 and 155
Yeah.
when I was like 175, 180. I was like,
That's
I'm just
why
Oh, I
got
remember the,
a whole
the night of the
stack of Girl
shits,
Scout
the
cookies.
Oklahoma.
yeah, yeah.
And I was-
oh, the night of the shits.
And I was in a hotel where the door wouldn't close all the way,
Oh,
so I was
yeah.
cold, and I had to hear some girl getting fucked like real good. So good for her, but it wasn't good for me because I had to
Dude.
hear it.
Yeah, it was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
It was Oklahoma because that was the Nate Diaz and
Yeah, and
Nate
that's
Diaz
where
and
Misha
McGregor
beat,
fight. Yeah, Misha Tate. Yeah, that
she
was
beat,
good. It was
Holland.
funny.
Oh, Holland.
So
yeah, that's
that
why
was-
she never beat her. Yeah.
So I have a Hilton's reward because I travel a lot with the military, and so
This is the lamest brag I've ever heard in my life.
it's
Yeah.
not a brag. It has
You flies the plane.
it
So-
has a point.
I have the
There's a
Hilton
point.
Rewards program.
You guys realize that like
I'm a silver member.
it just sounds fancy.
It does.
It just
And
sounds
they had
fancy.
a good breakfast.
So hold on, there's more to the story.
They'll leave the light on for you.
That's where Zach stayed. So that's
Yes,
my point. So
that
we
was-
have see now you're putting the story together.
You're welcome.
Right. So we're at Oklahoma. I was a brown belt. You were purple.
Mhm.
And so
I
that
think
was.
that's my first term at Purple.
I think it was. Yeah, it was.
No,
so
no, second.
and so
That was a big year.
it's at the like whatever the big center. So anyway, I'm
Very
staying at a Marriott, or I'm staying at a Hilton because
we
I'm
go.
part of the Hilton Rewards Club membership, right?
There we go.
And on top of that, like I'm gonna be fucking comfortable, bruh. Like I'm gonna be
Oh,
comfortable where I
you got
go.
really comfortable.
I got super. Yeah, he knows how comfortable I got. I forgot
I know.
he was-
I wasn't aware you explained to me after what happened.
Yeah.
happened.
So we won't talk about that on the air, but it was an interesting situation.
Yeah.
Zach got to watch me have sex.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did. He
I was
he
asleep.
He's a liar.
Is
He
that
watched.
whenever you made your most recent baby?
No, this was like 4 years
This was
ago.
years ago.
Oh, okay.
Years ago. Not
Yeah.
even. So anyway,
I don't feel like we're that close of friends anymore.
guess it was,
I haven't
Zach's-
got to watch it.
That's
I
what
didn't. I was asleep.
asleep. So
Girl,
see, so anyway, it's so funny because like we get there and it's literally just me and Zach. Like I think it was just me and you. We're the only
no,
ones-
your wife was there. She was the one having sex
Well,
with you.
I don't have a wife, but I have a fiance.
Be careful there. He's getting
Yeah.
sensitive. about
Okay.
that.
So no, hold on. Because apparently the fans were pretty pissed off, and I made a good job about doing this last time. I don't refer to her my live-in because she has earned the right to be called my fiance. So
yes.
yeah, because apparently people were like, "Oh, you're apparently hiding the fact you have a fiance." Like I'm not hiding it. I talk about my kids that I have with her.
That
So
was just me.
it was you manipulator. So anyway, it was. But I mean, competitively wise, it was just me and you. Like me and
Yeah,
Zach were
yeah,
the only
yeah,
two
yeah.
competing
no,
at Oklahoma. I think it was just
yeah.
me and you. That was it. That's all it was. That's it. Because
Oh, I think it was supposed to be a lot of people. But just like anything,
yeah, me and
it's
you
like,
rode together. So
Well,
anyway,
yeah, I think there's supposed to be a lot of people
I
though,
dropped-
and then they just
I
they were-
dropped Zach off at the Motel 6 and then go back to the good part of town, to the Hilton. And I'm fine. If Zach wants to hang out in fucking murder capital Oklahoma, that's fine. So the next night, we're like, hey man, we're staying another night, and you're riding back with us. So it only makes sense that you sleep with us in our hotel room,
Right.
right? Like you only paid for one night. This is back when Zach was really broke. And so, and I felt so bad. I was like, fuck no, Zach, like you're coming to our room, because I go, hey man, like just come stay with us at the Hilton. And he's like, oh, I'll just hang out in the computer room all night. Like that's what he was going
He
to do.
goes, hey man, no, dude, come up and watch me have sex with my
Yeah.
wife.
I was like, no, you're going to come up and
watch
you're
me
going
have
to,
sex.
you're going to lay on this giant couch that we've made for you.
We have a chair specifically set up so you can
Watch
see us
this-
having sex.
So That's none of that happened. But I just remember thinking, like, man, like what a guy, you know, like he doesn't want to inconvenience anybody. He's just like, no, I'm just gonna hang out in the computer room. Like I had to convince him, like, look here, if you want to sleep in the computer room tonight after looking at the internet all night, that's fine. Here is a room key. If you decide you want to come take a nap, there's a couch that folds out to a bed. You're welcome to come sleep on it. You know, and he ended up doing that. Mm-hmm. But like that was like a wild night because we tried to get Zach to go out with us.
No, I did.
You did for a little bit?
We were in the line, and then you and Julianne argued because she was trying to cut, and you were both drunk.
Oh, yeah. Me and Julianne got into a huge fight.
So we were watching the Conor McGregor fight.
From the street.
And then we finally kind of got in, and y'all were still kind of fighting. So I'm like,
Zach's like, I'm just going to go home.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to the room now.
Yeah. So
and then they forgot that I was sleeping in there.
We totally forgot that he was in our room.
What a horrible night for poor Zach. Like, you just tried to make it better, and you...
It wasn't that bad a night, actually. I won, I think, the absolute.
Yeah, he did a great job in the tournament.
Was fine.
The reason I was pissed off was because...
And then you had to go hang around with Mitch and his fiance while they fight.
He was like, it wasn't that good of a night for us. He told, and he was like, I'm fine. I won. He was like, well, okay, Zach won.
Yeah, because I got pissed because we're standing in line.
Oh, I was gonna say you shot your pants.
I did almost poop my pants. So there's a conversation to have there too.
That's where everything was.
Yeah, that was where I was going to. I got upset because we're standing in line to get into this bar. And Julianne's like, well, we'll just cut in front of everybody. I was like, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
And I was like, not only we're not going to do that, here's the other reason we're not going to do that. Because you don't have to fight the 5 guys that get pissed off that you're the one who's cutting in front of their girlfriends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're going to sit right here. You know, and we eventually got in. And actually, no, we didn't. In fact,
no, we did.
We did get in, but she ended up just like going to the front of the line by herself.
Yeah, for like a while. And then finally, after the fights ended, then we finally got in.
Yeah, we got in anyways.
Because everybody left.
Yeah, and so like we got in. But that was
y'all
also...
were still kind of fighting, and I was just like, oh, no. I think you were done fighting, but then she was getting a little like on you, like a little too. And I was like, this is uncomfortable. So
yeah, she makes me very uncomfortable sometimes. Not anymore, but years ago she did. Now it's like we got a pretty good routine now. But
now that we've heard,
Johnny,
go ahead. Are you done?
No, man. I hope your facial hair falls off.
I was just gonna wrap up the episode, man.
We're already done.
We're already, dude. We've been here for like 2 hours.
No, we're just getting started. We didn't even talk about half the stuff I want to talk about. This happens every goddamn time.
How much?
We're at 1 hour 40.
1 hour and 40.
Let's take it to 2 and we'll call it a day.
All right.
Let's take it 20
Here we
more
go.
minutes.
All right. Talk about what you want to ask. You better get it done.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I'm strapped in.
I can't name them all. I've done way too many.
How many what?
Tournaments.
Tournaments.
Way too many.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever fought another gay guy?
No.
You're the only one.
No, there's.
You're the Highlander.
No, I rolled with one. No.
Okay, so when you went to Brazil,
okay, he was not. Well, he was gay.
Come back to the mic.
He was gay for pay, as far as I know.
Oh, there's a difference.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, like half the.
Did you guys just choose that because it rhymes with pay?
No, gay for pay. Most gay porn stars, well, maybe not most, but a lot are straight. But straight porn stars, male porn stars.
No,
I know a professional MMA fighter that was did.
We talked about
Dakota Cochran from the UFC.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about. I trained with him a lot.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, a lot of them. It's just you.
Of course, Zach knows who that is.
Oh yeah. And then he
He's
beat.
gay for
then
pay?
he beat. What's his name?
He beat
the bare
Jamie
knuckle.
Varner and
No,
he
the bare
beat,
knuckle
Oh,
fight.
I haven't seen his bare knuckles.
Yeah.
He beat. What's his name? The guy who should have beat GSP.
How much they get paid?
Matt. Oh,
What's the money? What kind of money are we talking about here?
I don't know. But
See, that's
You
the
told
thing.
me.
No, they told.
Zach told me there's a lot of money in jerking off on camera.
oh yeah, there is.
Yeah,
That's
I thought about
awesome.
doing that.
Yeah,
But the thing is, straight porn, because in straight porn it's more about the woman, so the man's not making as much money because he's not.
Yeah, because
really,
I cannot. I don't want to see the guy's face.
Yeah.
I'll look at his dick all day long. but I'm
So
not trying
a
to
lot
look
of
at
them
his
will go over
face.
to gay porn where they'll actually make more money,
and they're more appreciated.
and tops get paid more.
So
Tops get paid more.
the guy who's getting his butt pumped.
It depends. Certain studios will pay them less.
Oh,
they're on top?
Oh, the ones that are receiving, not the ones that are giving.
There's been this whole thing. This guy called out. It's this
So
site called
that's the other
Blacks on
thing.
Boys.
That's the other thing, Zach. You have to remember when you're describing tops and bottoms. In mine and Johnny's world, the guy on top is doing the fucking.
Makes sense
Yeah.
to me. Wait, hold on.
Go ahead,
The guy
Johnny.
on top is not doing the fucking.
No.
No, the guy who's top is using his penis.
That's okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
No, the guy on
Yeah.
top is getting
Okay.
pumped in the butthole.
No,
No,
that's
I
the
was
bottom.
I was right all along. Yeah.
That's
So
the
he
bottom.
moves. So
You
the
don't
guy on
know
the-
my life, Mitch. I know all about this.
Jesus Christ, Johnny. So the guy on the bottom has to move his penis out of the way.
No, yeah, I mean he can use it.
Where's it? Where's it?
How's he
where's
gonna use
going?
it? Where's he
moving
gonna
it?
put
Like
it at?
jerking it off and stuff.
He can't. There's a belly rubbing against it the whole time.
No, he'll.
There are
doggy
other
style.
positions.
There's
Like what?
more.
No,
he's-
missionary is the only
yes.
position.
So,
This is how Mitch got 7 kids.
oh yeah.
Missionary position.
They call
every
it
time.
missionary for a reason.
Because you're creating missionaries.
Yes. Is that why?
It has something to do with it. It's
No,
a
because
Christian
it's
thing.
boring and vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm still just wondering about the missionary. Like why?
Yeah,
I have
anything
no
else is
idea.
considered sodomy. That's according to the
Hell yeah.
Bible. I
The
read it.
sinners.
But yeah, that.
So
yeah.
the guy on top is not getting. So in a guy on girl situation, the girl on top is getting humped. In a gay situation, the guy on
Dude.
top is getting humped.
No, what?
No, the guy.
Do you do
top-
missionary with the girl on top?
I'm not. Talking
Please
about
tell me you
missionary
get
anymore.
fucked by your
Let's put it this way.
by your fiance.
Most of the time, most gay sex is doggy style. So the
Which
guy
makes way
on-
more sense.
Right.
So the guy on bottom is gonna
Woof,
be
woof.
bottoming.
He's gonna be receiving. Yeah.
Yeah, I get the doggy style.
The
I know how
catcher.
doggy style works. I've done
But
it
that's
before.
kind of where it comes from, I guess.
Even if you were doing it the other way around,
It used to be
if it
on
was
top.
missionary, the top would still be penetrating. The only way that it would be
Reverse
the top,
cowgirl or-
yeah.
Can you do reverse cowgirl as a gay guy?
Yeah.
That's so
A hole's a
weird.
hole.
Oh yeah.
He's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you do what you gotta do.
Interesting.
This is pretty interesting. So, the difference between a bear and
So
a
this is
regular gay guy.
This is a hairy guy, right? Am I right? A bear's a hairy
no,
guy.
that'd be otter would be just a regular hair.
An
like,
otter?
That's when he's like
Mind
your
blown.
build but hairy.
You're an otter.
Oh,
what
I'm
am
an
I?
otter.
I don't know. You're kind of a.
I'm like
This
a-
is exciting.
I'm like a bear otter.
a twink.
no
You're a
bear.
twink.
You
no,
shut
you
your
don't have
mouth.
enough hair to be a bear.
I don't know
Okay.
what that is, but I've
would I
heard
be?
that word.
You're just, I guess, a dad.
A dad?
Works out because I'm a dad already.
Is that a
Yeah,
real thing? Like,
Muscle dad, kind of.
You're making these words.
oh,
up.
like a dad bod? Is that what we're?
No,
I don't have a dad bod. Fuck you.
But no, bear is a bigger and hairier. It's like a bear.
Uh huh.
Johnny's really hairy.
There's
Actually,
a twink, which is usually
I
like.
like you. Look like an otter.
I'm okay. Otters are
That's a
cute.
good spirit
I like
animal.
otters. They're cute.
I'd pet an otter.
Yeah.
But you don't have the hair, or do you? I don't know.
No,
I'm pretty hairy.
He's got a lot of
For
red
a,
hair.
for a blonde-headed
Yeah.
Okay.
guy. Yeah.
So yeah, that'd be otter.
Johnny has a happy trail on his back that leads to his asshole.
That's true.
I saw
It's
a
patchy.
porn with a guy like that. It was like amateur.
That was me.
I thought it was. I thought it was a tattoo, and I was like, a lower back tattoo. I was like, that's
Stephanie
funny.
brought up
Gotta make that
pictures
money.
of bears.
Oh, bears.
You're gonna
Yeah,
You're gonna get Zach's gonna start jacking off.
No, I'm not.
This is the kind of talk that I'm speaking of.
We just assume that like
You
when
see
a dude sees
when
another
you see a
dude.
There's
girl
also
on the
just
computer, like,
femtops.
oh shit, oh I can't stop.
Now that you say it out loud, you see how right it sounds.
What?
That's exactly what I would do.
Because the female is on the screen.
Put a set of
We're
tits
just
out there.
going more. We're going more into this.
Oh
no,
no.
The guy with the glasses.
The guy with the glasses.
that big
Come
one.
on.
I feel like that guy is a total bear.
What about the one on the left?
like a koala.
The second one down the left side. He looks yoked.
That guy right there.
Yeah.
That guy's not a bear. What would you call
No,
him?
he's an otter. We're looking at otters
He's an otter.
right now.
Yeah, because he's a little bit hairy. Are you comparing yourself to that guy?
Yeah, I want to be like
you
that
saying
guy.
that you're as
no,
yoked as
I'm
that
saying
guy?
I want to be like that guy. If I'm going to be an otter, that's the one I'm going to be.
You're like the before picture of every P90X commercial.
Yeah, I'm skinny fat. I've been eating a lot of sugar. Look at those muscles.
God.
So what else is there?
How did that guy get thrown in the middle?
Twinks, which
Twinks
are like,
is like-
18 to 25, hairless.
That's
skinny.
like what
The ones
you're
that
like
look
a
like
stereotypical
really-
gay man.
Yeah.
Like if you're is
Wait,
there-
ooh,
Oh, yeah, there's two.
click on that third picture down. Keep going. Yeah, click on
Oh
that one.
no, baby.
There's one. That guy's penis is out. I'm pretty sure.
And that
Do we
guy's
have
jerking
safe
off.
search on?
Is this all going on your phone, Bill?
No, this is on the Rough and Tumble Google account.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get so many recommendations now on my
Oh,
phone.
dude. That guy's getting boned right there.
Hey,
So
good.
here
Look.
you can see a perfect example of a top and a bottom, Mitch. Okay, so the bottom is the one that's bent over.
Yes.
The
on
top
the far
is
right.
the top is the one that you would consider that looks more like
look at the
Go
a
up,
bear.
go up, Stephanie. Go to the all the way to the right.
Oh, no.
All the way to the
Oh,
right. All the way right there. That's so okay. So I
Would
have
you? Was that an otter and a twink? Is that what we're seeing right
I
here?
can't see it well enough. You're gonna have to.
I'm scared to.
I don't want to click. Oh, don't click on it.
Oh yeah, that's
now we're
definitely
getting
that's
weird.
a twink and a dad.
That's a
A
twink,
twink and a dad. So
I think
okay,
so, I can't
That
see
is
the
me
shoulders.
because I have the same sleeve as that guy.
explain a dad. What is a dad? I mean, like,
Daddy, he takes care of.
He's
like,
a good guy.
Oh, like
he's a good
daddy.
guy.
He's older.
He's like a BTK. He's good in the
older
community.
And he's a little He doesn't have to be muscly.
That's okay. You can call me muscly. Go on. I liked what you were saying
You could
before.
you could be more of a muscle queen if
Yeah.
you.
I don't want to be a queen. I want to be a king.
so far the last 15 minutes of like our past 5 or 6 episodes have just been golden.
Yeah,
This
we
is
bring it
awesome.
home.
So, what's the other one? Let's look up dads. I want to see some dads.
Just type in gay dads. I want to see
You're,
what
you're
comes
probably
up.
just gonna find a lot of guys like
Like me. Just a bunch of
Parenthood.
dudes like me.
Like I don't think you're gonna find.
Look at that guy. Look at that gay dad.
Maybe gay daddy.
Type in gay
there
daddy.
we go. Type in gay daddy, please.
For the record, we have Zach's permission to talk this way.
Honestly, wouldn't even need. I'm gonna talk this way regardless. It's
I don't know why I got super PC for a second.
I'm so excited about this, and like honestly, I just
Is that Matt Ferris? All the way to the right? Oh, you missed
Oh,
it.
too late.
Is there a bird? Oh, there we go.
Those are bears. That guy.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
guy,
but it's
Oh,
they can be similar.
there's that guy. That guy looks like there's a jiu-jitsu guy that looks like him.
oh, the guy with the gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a photographer or whatever.
So he's a dad.
Yeah, he's a dad.
We figured that out.
Why is that guy in the middle?
Who? Well,
Second row
hey,
in the
will you
middle.
start pulling up like the top 10 jiu-jitsu guys, and we're gonna figure out
Who's gay?
no if they're what they are. If they're
if they're a
bears,
dad?
otters,
Yeah.
dads,
Oh,
twinks.
wow.
Yeah.
Kyotera.
Kyotera.
No, he's
twink.
too old to be a twink.
But what would he be
Oh,
though?
okay.
He would still be a twink, I think.
We're
No.
gonna run into these people and we're like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
No, a
Be like, why are you being a homophobe?
No, a twink. There's an age limit. Like first off,
That's like a real thing.
yeah,
Well,
you
he
can't-
looks like he looks
No,
like
he's very boyish.
Mikey Musumeci.
Yeah,
Mikey's young enough to be a twink. He'd be a
Yeah,
twink.
he's a twink.
yeah, he definitely. That lighter weight class is just full of twinks,
Just
man.
all
Oh yeah.
twinks.
Just full
Oh
of 'em.
yeah. There's a friggin' one of the guys.
Leandro Lowe. What is Leandro Lowe?
He's kind of a.
Oh fuck.
I feel maybe a little bit of a berry. He's not that hairy.
I
not
but-
that
talked
hairy,
about
though.
him in Brazil and our GF team leader Julio. He's like just so okay with everything. He's like, oh, I got his number. You want me to call him? I'm like,
Oh.
Did you hook up with Leandro Lowe? That'd be so
No.
cool if you did.
I wish.
We'd be famous.
I mean, like that beard
This
thing going on is kind of weird.
just in.
This just in.
reporting.
Leandro, he has alopecia too on his beard.
Yeah.
Okay, so Buchecha.
Buchecha.
Oh, man, I don't even know. Muscle. God.
So yeah, what's
I
the
don't
what's
know.
the
What would
muscle
he-
guys?
What's you just call them Mitches. They just call them a bunch
like
of Mitches.
big muscled up guys?
I don't even know if there's an actual. I can't think of what the name would be. Just like a muscle queen. Like he's huge.
Muscle queen?
Yeah, I'll be a muscle queen. I take it
That's
back.
a good name for Mitch, Muscle Queen.
Like it
You're
doesn't mean you're femme just because they call you queen. It would just be like
It's just
like if
yeah,
you call
no.
a rice queen, that's like a guy,
Yeah.
a gay guy who really likes Asian guys.
What?
Learned it.
A rice queen.
What would what if you really liked Indonesian guys?
What if you were
don't
really
know.
into Latin?
I don't know.
That's also can be called.
I don't know. I don't
insult
want to like
against
make up a
girls.
name.
Guys.
And
He's like, I don't want to do like community dishonesty. I don't want to name. I don't want to make
Well,
up
no, I
names.
just don't want to like because
you
I feel like I'll say something wrong.
No,
Oh,
dude.
yeah, yeah,
Everything
no,
you
you're
say is right.
if I say it and it's based on like what
Semi-fact?
if it's already like
No, you're creating your own
colloquialism.
world now.
Well, if I
Everything you say on the show is now Zackitty. You can call it whatever you want, and we'll say that you started that.
That's
I'm
so
a
cool
muscle
because like we don't get names for
Yeah,
stuff that we
sucks at
like.
all.
Straight guys don't get to do anything.
I'm just a dude. I don't have a cool name.
I'm
like,
so tired of being a white straight
why
guy
don't
in
girls call
America.
me an otter?
You can
I want to be an
skater. I
otter.
thought you were like a skater or something.
We were
Oh,
one
is-
time. Once upon a
no.
time.
Honestly, past the age of about 22, you don't want to be called a skater.
Yeah, you don't. I mean,
Now I'm a surfer.
They changed that to alcoholic.
yeah, because you're trying to go out to California in a couple of years, huh?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
even like next year.
Are you moving
Like,
out there? Or?
Yeah,
Trying to
Orange
get a
County
coding job.
is the
You're gonna go to Orange where GF
that's-
team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the plan.
That's,
Cool.
That's legit.
That's awesome.
You can live at the gym.
There was a guy at
Real quick, because you guys actually got to stay at GF team headquarters in Mare, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's this infamous room of world champions, right? So it's the room that they have set up where people can live in.
the Kashanga.
Kashanga, yeah. So the Kashanga at GF team headquarters in Brazil, it's basically a room where like almost all the world champions have at one point like lived.
Yeah,
like
it's just
Jamie
for, like-
Canuto, Theodore. I don't know if Theodore Canal did, but like Italo, all those guys. Like so,
Yeah,
like kind of
Mauricio
describe.
Oliveira
Yeah,
before he
yeah.
switched teams.
Rodolfo he stayed in there for a little bit, didn't he?
I have no idea.
That's fair. So like kind of describe what that room was like.
It was just like a room.
Like was it the size of the studio or was it bigger?
It was bigger. It was maybe the studio, maybe just a little bit bigger, maybe a studio and a half. Refrigerator there. It ended up leaking on my little Kashunga bed.
Because it's like bunk beds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just these little tiny beds, and they're very uncomfortable, which is really sucky when you're training all day.
Yeah.
But and it was so hot because we didn't have windows, so we would sometimes like you'd have to just take a shower just to be able to sleep because and we had no hot water, so it was just cold water, and sometimes you have to do that just to be able to sleep because it was. And this was during the winter, and it was that hot. I can't even imagine during the summer, and so yeah, sometimes it was just very uncomfortable, but it was worth it.
Yeah, so the Kashunga, for like people don't realize, like a lot of these guys who are wanting to be world champions will do stuff like that, and that's the they basically live at the gym.
Yeah, help
they just
clean,
live.
help
They
do all
clean,
that.
Sleeping in really shitty, any military guy that's ever been deployed to tents out there, like kind of has an idea, like
Imagine that they want to be world champions, so they immerse themselves in jiu-jitsu and do jiu-jitsu
nonstop.
Yeah.
And
It's almost like practice and doing directly relates to
right?
the results that you get in
Right?
competition.
I agree.
It's really crazy.
What'd you bring up there, Steph?
Like showing up to
There's
class.
so many guys kicked my ass there. Patrick Gaggio,
Oh, yeah, Patrick
Alexander
Gaggio.
Trans,
was
Gutenberg Pereira.
was what's his Jake McKenzie, was he there?
Yeah, he helped me a lot with the
because he can speak English. Yeah, he speaks fluent Portuguese too.
All right, we're gonna give you one more. What kind of gay man is he? And then we've got to wrap it up. Marcelo Garcia, the goat.
Marcelo Garcia. What would you
I
call
mean,
him?
just a dad.
He's
Like,
just
a
that.
dad.
I'm
okay with that.
Yeah, that's a good assessment.
okay with
I think. He's a
I'll let him be
dad
my
all
dad.
around. I
Yeah.
think he'd be a straight dad.
Yeah, straight up dad.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah,
straight-
he's just like a little cuddly bear. Like he's so nice.
like a little
Yeah.
koala.
He's a sweetheart.
Little koala.
Zach, thank you for coming
Oh,
on.
thank you.
I appreciate it. It's really awesome.
Oh, snap.
We're gonna make sure that we get that picture of you in the Hello Kitty gi
Oh, yeah.
out because that's gonna be awesome. And what's your Instagram?
Zackitty.
Zackitty, ZA
Zackitty.
Okay,
It's all one word.
go follow
Zack Kitty.
Zackitty on Instagram.
Zackitty, which is why we
Fierce
call him
competitor.
We call him Zackity because that's Zach and Kitty. But yeah, like Johnny said it already, man. Like he's one of the hardest working guys in the gym, one of the best brown belts probably on the circuit. And competes all the time. IBJJF. Did you do Worlds?
No,
Not yet.
that money issues. No.
Yeah, no. And now you're a grown up, so you can do other tournaments. But yeah, the guy competes nonstop. It was awesome to have you on. I was looking forward to this episode just because I knew it was just gonna be a bunch of shit talking. So I love it.
Yeah, that was
I love it.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
I love it.
So we have two shout outs we have to do real quick before we wrap this up. We've got our Patreon. So we've got a Patreon, a new Patreon subscriber, Amber Betts. She's another one of my female blue belts. She is a killer, and she's just the sweetest girl in the world. She wants to help out and support us in any way possible. So we appreciate that. And we still have, I'm going to go ahead and release the video soon of our seminar on Patreon because we haven't really done much for February, and we need to hustle so that we have content for everybody that's been donating.
Where's the seminar going to be?
We already did it.
Yeah, we filmed. It
We
was
just
at
have the
Joey's
video.
gym. We just have the video. We haven't released yet, and we're gonna release it on our
Nice.
Patreon.
Yes, so we have people that will pay us money to access that content. And then we also need to shout
I
out
did that one.
Cruise Combat, CRUZCOMBAT.com, where you can get customized shorts, t-shirts, sweaters, anything that you want. If you use our discount code Rough and Tumble, all caps with the ampersand symbol, the and symbol, as your checkout code, you get 20% off.
Nice.
So that's about it. Thank you, Zach, again for
Thank
coming
you,
in.
Zach, so much. And Stephanie, you're fired.
Oh, yeah, forgot to fire Stephanie.
Fire Stephanie
Yep,
for tax
thanks.
purposes.
All right, peace out.
See ya.
Who's a documentary worker?